we're up.
Right. Still got the red dot because it means it's muted.
No, flashing means it's muted.
No, there we go. Alright, cool. So, basically you guys have woken up for you two, and you've been tooling around the keep in the morning, talking to Governor Nighthill, investigating an old lady. I think that was about it. The general consensus is you guys are going to go go see what you can learn to follow and track these raiders and
in that camp.
In the camp
That monk told me about.
Yeah, I know that.
Neeson.
Yeah.
I think Beaton told you about the camp.
Beaton did originally.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the monk said he knew.
Yeah, he was kidnapped.
Yeah, he was up there.
Yeah.
Or that's the last place they knew he went.
Gotcha. They didn't know that he went. It's still undetermined whether he went himself or he was taken prisoner.
Gotcha.
You don't know the conditions with which he was removed. You just know that you found his necklace and you found the broken staff.
Okay.
I think you cast mending on the staff.
I did.
Yeah, so the staff is whole. No. So, what would you guys like to do?
So we're
just in the
Did
keep
we
right
rest?
now. We did rest?
Yeah, it's a yeah.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, I was trying to do that.
So we're working on heading over to the camp, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Is there
North?
anyone?
South.
Sounds
So
like
like
a plan to
15,
me.
12 or 15.
12, 15, something like that. It would take us a couple hours to get there.
Yeah.
Was there anything we needed to accomplish before we went?
Not as far as I knew.
How many robes do you have?
2.
I have one set of robes that we can try to pretend we're part of them.
Oh, okay. That could be a good idea.
And we could.
Is the cultist? Is that a cultist cloak? What you have?
Yeah, I got it from Beaton.
Okay.
So.
Who else gonna wear one?
That's.
You.
Which.
Red.
Probably us three.
I would definitely need one.
Yes.
I can disguise myself to whatever I want.
I would
Okay.
definitely need one.
And then it would be Neb and Guano left.
And that's Carl.
And has Carl. Right.
The other thing, if you remember correctly, is that everybody other than Langdon Drosten that you have come in contact with has been human.
Oh, really?
And they they should recognize Hez Carl. Because he did get in a fight with Androdrosa.
Are there any dead bodies left of cultists outside where we could just?
You guys are still in keep.
Well, would there still be? If we went outside, let's look. And we can try to.
You want to just look around and investigate?
Yeah. When we're leaving, that would maybe put some on Hez
Where-
Carl and.
Where did we leave off with, I know they stopped attacking the keep or anything like that, and the dragon's probably gone at this point.
So when you woke up in the morning,
is the town chill now?
You saw no evidence of.
So they were gone.
The raiders, yeah. Mm-hmm. No evidence of the dragon. You haven't seen any activity from the dragon for close to 8-10 hours.
Okay.
But yeah, as the sun came up and you guys began to move around and come out of the keep, taking a look over the ramparts, you were able to look and see that, when you last looked out, the raiders were all surrounding the keep except the south. And they were, the torchlights were going out here and there, and then everything went dark. When you were able to see again in the morning when you went out, there was nothing there.
Okay.
So shall we go look around the town, see if we can find any leftovers? Is that where we want to start?
So what are we going to the camp for?
We're
trying to find my boy.
If Lealson is there.
Lealson.
Lealson?
The monk.
What are we tracking him down for?
well, he's the one that originally came here to find out what was going on with this cult.
Right.
And so we're coming to find him, but also trying to find out about the cult as well. Like,
Okay.
It's like hitting two birds with one stone.
right, yeah. If we can get him, we'll get more information because I'm sure he's found out more than we have.
Yeah.
All right, so if we head out of the keep, so like the town is like the keep is on like the gates are on like the north side or the south side. Like is the town south?
The gates are actually technically facing east, I believe.
East.
I
Okay.
believe, yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're facing east.
So did you want to run out into the town real quick and see, like, kind of look around and see if we find anything?
Yeah, because that way, I mean, well, Hezkerl isn't a human. At least they maybe put a cloak on him, kind of disguise his face a little.
Yeah. Or if they see us
Yeah,
traveling and as a pack, they won't automatically look. They'll see cloaks.
We can
and
cut
they'll
one
look.
for Ned. So
Yeah,
he's
like we
shorter.
can find a covered wagon and just put all the
I mean,
the
they all.
beastly looking ones in the back.
Yeah, we could do that.
You know what I mean?
Not his
Why don't you
flesh.
guys go
Have we
walk
talked-
around
The
and
gate
look for
does
a...
face east.
Have we talked to anyone else since I talked to that monk?
Yeah, you talked to the. No, I don't think so. I
So,
think the monk
so
was the
as
last
far
one.
as like our intentions of what we're getting ready to do, nobody really knows what we're doing yet.
In terms of.
Like if we're heading out and going to that camp,
Night
we haven't
Hill-
told
Night
anyone.
Hill.
Yeah, because
We
you
told
actually
Night
came,
Hill?
yeah, you came back and you talked to Escobar first, and
Okay.
then you were mentioning about tracking the,
So they do.
and he said run it by Night Hill.
Okay.
And you were like, well, why? And
So everybody knows our intentions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, all right. Well, then I guess our minds are made up at that point. Then. So yeah, let's just. Anybody need to do anything? Let's head out
Ready to
of
roll.
town.
Here's my idea.
Okay.
I think somebody should go find a wagon. See if they can find a wagon if you want to go scout around. I say that's how we travel and we hide most of you guys.
That's kind of smart.
And I can just do disguise self. I can just be the one that's sitting there riding like with horses, and you
I
guys can all
am
be
the
in the
most
back.
human looking.
How are we gonna push
Not
the
if I
wagon?
disguise myself to a human.
Wouldn't that just keep your size the same though?
I don't think so.
It does.
No,
it
I just
change.
disguise myself to whatever I want.
which one is this? Is
Disguise self.
Isn't that like an at-will spell?
Am I-
Cantrip?
Yeah, it's at will.
Am I gonna like wild shape into a horse to pull the wagon? I guess.
Can you do that?
That'd be.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh, that would be
helpful.
amazing. That's us right
You
there.
guys
You,
have,
you and Guano
you
pulling
guys have
the.
so many. You guys have so many
Pull on the
skills.
wagon.
Like it's ridiculous.
These
I
rocks
can't
are
do
trapped.
any of
Only
those
wagons.
Let's see. What am
you
I-
can appear to be shorter or
There
taller
you go.
by about a foot.
Well, how
Ooh.
tall are you?
I'm 4 feet tall, so that's
So
a
you can be
passable
5 feet,
human.
you can
5
be
foot
a
tall
short human,
human.
we're
That's a
short
gnome.
human.
Shorter
That's a tall
side.
gnome.
48 inches. That's not too bad. It's like this big.
I thought gnomes were smaller. Okay.
Yeah, I think gnomes are 3 to 4 feet.
Yeah, they're about 3 to 4 feet
The
tall.
illusion can include your clothes, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person. The illusion is only visual. Any sort of physical contact will only interact with the real size and shape of you. So if you were to
They
give
better not
somebody a
put my
high five,
You know what? That would be great though. If somebody wants to attack you and they go for your head,
This
and it's
is
just
true.
like, wait,
Airball.
what? You know?
All right, so who's gonna go out and look for the wagon?
and somebody may also use an action to make an investigation check against your spell DC.
Right.
If they think you're not immune.
I did know that.
Okay.
Both of us all go walk around town and.
I'm not very good at investigating.
Yeah, we'll stay together. We'll just head out of town.
Yeah.
It also lasts 1 hour.
Right. How long does it take to get to the camp?
I would say about 3 or 4 hours.
Probably a while.
Yeah, you would know that generally you travel about 3 miles an hour.
Well, I mean, I could be sitting in the seat with the horses, and then if I think I need to disguise myself, like if we come up on a group
Yeah,
of people, I
well,
can cast the spell. I don't have to do it
What's
the whole time,
the
but I'll be ready.
Well,
to
if it's
do it.
at will,
what's
I
the
mean,
terrain
Yeah.
there would be no point not
south of the keep,
Well, it only
like
lasts
heading
an hour.
towards the camp?
If it's at
Right.
will,
Oh,
you
that's
can do
true,
it
it's at
unguided.
will.
Rolling
Thank you,
green
you're right.
hills that
That
then
doesn't
turn
matter.
into rocky plateau.
Yeah, if you remember Escobar, I believe
Okay.
the one who told you that it's rolling
Okay.
green hills and then you start to hit rocky plateaus as you guys come up to the
So
mountain.
there's no like cover, or not much cover.
Covered wagon.
Well, isn't the
No,
The
I meant for,
encampment
like, if one of us like
surrounded by
scouted
mountains?
ahead as we were
or
traveling,
something.
and like if we saw something, I could run back and say, "Hey, you need to."
She could
disguise,
actually
you
shift
know.
into something a little bit different and do the scouting. Like she could be an eagle and
Right.
just fly above us the whole time.
Right.
It's the Cloud Peaks.
Huh?
The mountain range. I believe that's their name, the Cloud Peaks.
Oh, okay.
So you have the rolling green hills, which is where you guys are. You're in the green fields. Basically, the green fields themselves is like. Actually, everyone give me a religion check. Let me see if you guys can.
Oh shit.
No.
16.
I need a 20.
Religion. I got a 17.
I got a natural one.
I
The
got an
paladin.
The paladin.
The paladin gets a natural
What's that?
one.
I'm
I
sorry,
got-
10.
I got a 7.
16.
I got a 17 with a negative on my.
I have
you
a
go.
+4
I think
religion.
that
I have
averages.
+5.
Well, some of you know that the green fields are, as Night Hill had explained, a very agricultural type area. It's kind of like the bread basket for the food supply that goes to places like Bowler's Gate and Waterdeep. Shantea is
So
the
it's
deity.
big time farmland.
Big time farmland. Yeah,
Okay.
Shantea is the
Rolling
deity.
hills.
You guys wouldn't know because nobody checked, but when you went to the temple, there's a few times I described the female statue was made of Shantea. But so you would know that this is an incredibly agricultural land, and as it rises south, it runs into the Snakewood as it starts to hit the forest, and then to the west, it starts running into the Cloud Peaks. So the plateaus, the grassy hills run, hit the plateaus, and then the plateaus turn into the peaks. So that's kind of the geography of the land.
Okay.
So you had asked Escobert if there were any cities between here and where you assumed that the base is, and he told you no, there was nothing in between here and there. So it's a secluded part. There's no major roads. There's no nothing to the area that you're going.
Oh, and for the record, I'm 42 inches tall. Thank you. I weigh 40 pounds. About the size of Jack.
Good 3.5 feet.
I think that's what I based it off of, was the size of Jack. It was like, he's about 40 inches tall. Oh, 40 pounds. That's good.
But
She also doesn't.
you pack a mean punch for a little tiny thing.
She also doesn't like to get her hands dirty,
Yes.
because neither does Jerry.
All right, let's head out into town.
Head out in town.
Okay, so you guys leaving?
Yeah.
Yes, we're
Let's
gonna
do
go look
it.
for a wagon and some cloaks.
Alright. So as you guys roll up to the front gate, you see Surrogate there. As you guys approach, and he's like, "Hey, where are you guys off to? We have a couple parties getting ready to go into the town. We're probably going to leave in like 20-30 minutes. Did you guys need to leave before then?"
I don't think so.
No, I think that would
Okay.
be a good time.
Yeah, it works for me.
We'll accompany them.
Okay. Alright, that sounds good. So you guys kind of like move off to the side.
Could we procure? Yeah, any way we could procure a covered wagon? We're still going.
We don't have any in the keep. I'm sure there's plenty in town though. Yeah, we don't have anything. We have horses here. but-
Hopefully, we can find one that the dragon didn't blow up.
Yeah.
Where should we go to find one?
I honestly don't know. I
Okay.
think you just have to look around town.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right, yeah.
But I assume you'll need a horse.
Yeah, let's
I got
take
one.
one so I don't
You got
have
one? Okay.
we got.
Well,
We'll
if
get
you
it
do,
covered.
The stables are over there. And he kind of like voiced. and
Oh,
said,
okay.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go round up our guys, and I'll be back in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good, brother.
Okay.
At this point, I would want to call Blessing to the front of the keep.
Okay. Sure. Is it immediate or?
It's telepathic. He can reach me within a mile.
Right. So he still has to travel too.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. All right. Anything else?
Just looking for a wagon.
All right.
Are they
Some
gonna?
cloaks.
So they'll let us take a couple horses
Well,
from the
He
keep.
told
He
you to
did-
stay a
he
little bit
said-
there.
Yeah, it's
he's
stables.
gonna see.
I've got my blessing and
So do you want to do that and then she can fly? You can cast. You can turn it.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
yeah,
we'll
good.
strap the wagon to the horses, and you can do your thing.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, because you gotta hide
Except with
me.
yours.
You know.
mine can pull the wagon.
Yeah, you're a war horse, right?
Okay.
She pulled the
I
wagon.
don't know if it because
Depending on the wagon you
it's
find.
like an
she pulled.
astral type of thing, right?
It looks like a normal horse. He's black and he has I wouldn't say fiery, but divine type celestial feet.
Radiant.
Radiant, yes.
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
was
That's
thinking
the
a little
word.
bit more ghost-like, but okay. I don't
He does
remember.
look a little spooky, we'll say.
It's fine. Okay. We'll fit in.
So,
Alright.
you want a horse or no?
No, I'm not riding a horse.
Sure.
Yeah, we still got that sort though.
I don't ride horses.
Tiefling on a
Unless
horse.
I get the one I want with wings. You know what I mean? I'm not riding a horse anytime soon.
Okay. So, you guys wait a few minutes as you see.
I told you, me on a Pegasus would be amazing.
Just wait. I'll have blessing. We'll procure
Red
wings at
Devil
one
riding a
point.
Pegasus, white Pegasus. That would be amazing.
Sergit, you guys start seeing as the militia start piling around the front of the gate, and everyone's starting getting ready. And he approaches probably about 15 minutes, not quite 20 minutes, about 15 minutes. And he's like, "All right, so we have to do what we need to do. So we don't want to hold you guys back or anything like that. But so if you're ready, I think we're
Is there anything you guys are looking to do out there?
we have orders. We're going to go section by section to just kind of secure things, make sure that there's no enemies still hanging about. Respectfully remove the dead and burn anything that any of the corpses.
If we do find any corpses, enemy intruding corpses, if they do have those cloaks, we'll need to procure a couple of them.
Okay, I think yeah. I don't see why we can't do that.
Sure.
And any other information we might be able to get off the bodies.
Sure.
That will help us. So,
Sure. Yeah, I'll let the men know.
let us know. Yes, thank you.
What time is it? Just about right about now.
We're gonna say it's probably around 10.
AM.
You guys went to bed really late,
Yeah, we were
so
up
for
real.
full rest it was probably around 10.
Alright.
Oh, I see a wagon. There's one. Let's go get it. We're just gonna keep beating around trying to find one. I see one. There it is, right there.
Can we
Let's
do a
go get it.
perception check to see if we see wagons that look like they're real?
Well, you guys haven't left the keep yet.
I thought we were outside.
No, you guys were
Not
talking
yet.
before.
No.
So as you guys
Let's go.
Walk out. Smidge sees a covered wagon.
you hear the portcullis raise from the outside, and the doors open up. You guys walk out. Immediately, you see the what looks to have once, because you guys came upon this place pretty late at night, but what once looked like a real, visually stunning green grassy hill has been just trampled on. Tufts of grass are ripped up. Just the raiders' presence is here, is seen. You begin to travel your way down the winding dirt road towards the city, and as you begin to enter the town, you start to see the wreckage of the raid and what effect it's had on the town itself. You do notice as you come back in from where you guys had entered the overturned cart that you had taken shelter in during your gauntlet into the
That's
keep.
right.
So
I go over and inspect it.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. Looks good to me.
It does.
Yeah, it just looks like it needs to be flipped over.
Okay.
Wheels are there.
Okay.
Nuts and bolts are there. Looks pretty good.
Is Does it have a comfy seat?
Hey, Neb and Bryson, give me a hand.
Sure.
I'm gonna flip over the.
All right. I'll
Flip it over.
Sure. Roll strength check.
That's terrible.
Sorry.
Natural one. Garbage.
Natural one.
Oh my god.
5.
Neb hurts his back as it's just so
Four.
He immediately down.
Oh, terrible.
Oh my back.
What'd you
Have a
get?
15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So
may need to flip the cart.
you two kind of stand back as
What is happening right now?
as your guys. Just roll one for Escarl.
Oh, that's
Oh, got
true.
it.
Oh yeah,
There
you
is
got
He's
it.
got a
Alright, do it.
18 strength, I think. And just 17.
Okay. So you begin to see the guys of the group move up and they start to lift and you see Neb is just red in the face. He's holding everything he had.
Nothing doing. Nothing doing.
Red himself is doing the same thing. He's like his feet are just scuffling into the dirt as he's just
Yeah, just slipping.
it's blowing hard. And you see Bryson and Hezcarl come up and they each kind of get to one side. You see the cart is just kind of like starting to turn that side. As if this side isn't moving, that the other two are pushing. And it comes to a resting spot. It's a pretty simple wooden cart. It's not covered. It does have rails along the side that kind of close in the back of it. Nothing inside. It's all been spilled out and maybe looked like it may have been carrying produce into the street, but it seems to be
Just look down.
Functional.
yeah, it seems to be functional.
Alright.
Alright, so there's no cover on it?
There is no cover on it.
I can do a minor illusion and create like a cover to sit on top of us.
You go
Or
ahead.
just sit on top of them if they all sit in the back.
So, what does minor illusion do? Is it
Create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for a minute, but it's an at-will cantrip. It ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast a spell, the same spell again.
So
If you create an image of an object, such as a chair, footprint, small chest, it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube.
Ooh.
The image, that's fine. I mean, we can do a 5x5.
But only is a minute. We'd have to keep casting it.
Yeah. Or it could be one of
Yeah.
those at-will things. If we're driving along,
Yeah.
I can just cast it to
Yeah.
five.
Theoretically.
it's good to keep in mind. I don't know. Do you want to? She's right. You'd have to cast it every minute.
Yeah, you're
in
right.
this journey. Like it's something. It's a good tool to keep in your box if something happens and you're like, oh shit, cover.
That's what it will do. Keep
Yeah.
that in mind, guys.
Yeah.
So right now you're not going to do anything with it.
So physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion. Things can pass through it. If a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it's an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save. Okay.
Sorry.
I can always just make someone invisible
Now
too.
the ice
If we
is
really
like-
need to be invisible.
Okay. I think we should be fine.
Okay.
Maybe.
We did bring a horse. We did bring one horse though, right?
We do have blessing, right?
Yeah, blessing.
Are you just gonna have him?
As you
pull
get
the-
you see.
You're gonna attach him
You
to
see
the wagon.
blessing coming up.
Great.
Yeah, he's gonna pull it.
He's gonna pull the wagon.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but
Yeah. On harness.
I mean, if we have the cloaks, you know, and we get in trouble, you know, as we're heading down, we see something, we hop in the back, and whoever's guiding the wagon just says these are our dead brethren laying in the back. You know what I mean? And we just
Yeah.
lay in the back of the wagon, as you know,
Yeah, but it's a
still in
tiefling.
cloaks. You know, no, in the cloaks.
You just
No,
lay
we're
your
covered.
face
We're
down.
covered. Yeah, we
Yeah.
cover us
Well,
in
that's
the
why I did
wagon.
minor illusion his face real quick to look like something different.
That's
Minor
all right.
illusion
When
of
they
mask
come, when
to
they
lay on
come,
his
when
face.
they come up to inspect, that's when they get the people. Going. You know what I mean? Like,
they're up close. They're all like, "What is that thing?" Just
Right?
Oh, it's a tiefling.
with
almost.
advantage. With advantage. And hopefully I don't roll a 3, which I've already done twice tonight.
That's unfortunate.
Hey man, I'd rather roll them now than in the midst of battle.
Well, ladies and germs, are we using this flying contraption, this heavy bastard, this...
Alright, so, wagon is up. Go ahead and... Actually, no, we're not gonna do it. So, you go ahead and attach it to Blessing.
Yes.
So you now have a wagon that has, as you guys are doing this, if you remember the guard towers, there was 2 guard towers, and then there were a few houses where the kobolds were. One of them you destroyed with the fireball. Sergeant and his crew started fading out, and they're looking like they're patrolling and securing this area. So you guys are kind of standing in the middle of that square.
Do we want to just kind of put the wagon off to the side for now and kind of mill around the town a little bit and help these guys and see if we can find anything we need?
Yeah, I think we can help these guys out before we head over there.
I'm gonna stay here.
Blessing will just hang out. He's cool.
Yeah, Blessing will be fine.
I'm gonna stay here at the wagon.
Okay. We'll kind of, I guess, maybe fan out and accompany the guards,
Okay.
the groups, or should
Right.
you want to split up and go with are the groups of guards splitting up a little
Yeah,
bit?
they're kind of splitting up.
Do we want to
They're
maybe
doing like SEAL Team
take
6
you know, a
stuff.
few? I mean,
Moving in.
town's not that big, is it?
So if you remember, Night Hill told you there's about 90 structures in the town.
Yeah, it's not huge.
Yeah, it's not like water deep, but it's a big city.
We could take it in about an hour and a half. or so?
Well, isn't everybody? Didn't they say everybody else was leaving in 20 or 30 minutes? Where did
Yeah.
they go with?
Well, we were leaving with
Yeah,
them.
you guys waited and you guys left together.
Oh,
But
left
these
the
aren't-
keep. I thought, okay.
You know, these aren't skyscrapers. I mean, these are
Mm-hmm.
Like 2-story buildings.
Yeah, maybe
You know what I
2,
mean? Like,
maybe a third
you know,
story.
so I mean, as long
Well,
as
the towers were 3
as
stories.
long as the groups kind of stay within shouting distance of each other.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, you guys want to fan out and see if we find
I
anything
think that's good.
that we need?
What season is it?
This is the beginning of spring.
Okay. Because if it's 10 a.m. right now, or is it
Yes.
a little later now?
That's, but we'll say about 10:30.
So if it's 10:30, keep in mind it's going to take 3 or 4 hours to get to camp. So we don't want to be traveling at night. But if it's spring, it won't get dark till 7.
About that.
So whatever you want to do, just don't take too long. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna take a little nap with the horse.
You staying with the wagon?
Yep. I don't want anybody taking our wagon.
Where are you taking your nap?
In the little seat.
Okay.
You know those little seats that
So
you
in
sit in?
front?
Yeah, I'm just kind of just sitting there, keeping the horse company.
I think Blessing would fuck anybody up if they came near that
There
way.
you go.
He can charge them real nice.
So what are the rest of you guys doing?
I want to walk around look for a cloak.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
close,
Roll an
yeah.
investigation check.
Yeah, I was gonna accompany. So if we're heading out
to look
east,
for one as well.
I was gonna go to the left, you know,
6?
so kind of south.
So you make your way off to the left-hand side. Looking around, you do not see a cloak. You do see quite a few dead kobold bodies, few humans, halfling, but no, you do not see a cloak. So you're off to the left.
Can I go off to the right?
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
You 16?
16.
Yes.
Okay. You remember from the previous battle that the cultist had came in from the alley on the right, and you guys had engaged, and there is a corpse over there that you do find a ripped up robe.
Okay. I'll take it back to
I'm gonna head
Sindra.
up the
Ask her
middle.
if she can fix it.
Yeah.
You looking for one too?
Oh, it was
Go
messed
ahead and
up.
roll.
Yeah, he just said it was
So it's
ripped up.
torn. She
I'll
opened
mend
it.
it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing now? What are you doing?
What? I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm going.
That's another 3.
Yeah, you go up the middle of the road. You don't
You
see
need
anything.
the
Again, more
dice and
kobold
dice
bodies
tray
than
now.
anything else.
Okay.
What do you do?
What am I doing?
Those are new
I am going to.
They're doing
Would you like to look for a rope as well?
I would like to look for
No, I didn't use. I
I
wasn't
can give you
using.
an investigation check, please. Thank you, sir.
17. That's gonna be a 16. 16 on
The
rope.
-1.
Yeah, with an
I like it. Okay, so you kind of head off a little more forward and to the left, and you do find another body, another human body, and
Oh.
the robe there is again it's a little ripped up, a little damaged, kind of bloody, but it's there.
So I'll go ahead and scoop it off of him. Tuck it away in my pack. Be like, Sindra, I got mine.
Okay. You want to rip it at the bottom?
Yeah, snip it off a little bit. I think it's about right here.
So that's we got 5 robes now.
Yeah, I had
Okay.
So we wouldn't need one. I think we're good.
All right.
Alright.
As Carl would need one. Red, Sindra, Bryson, Neb.
Just
Mm-hmm.
kind of head back to the wagon.
Yeah.
Kind of say
So you guys
farewell.
reconvene back. at the-
Farewell to the.
Sure. As you guys make it back to the wagon, you see Sergeant comes down. He's like, "This area's pretty secure. I think we're gonna go ahead and move further north into the town. What are your guys' plans?"
And we can help out if you need us to. Well, otherwise we're gonna be heading what was it, south?
Heading south to investigate this cult.
If I may be so bold, you're gonna investigate the cult. Like, what do you plan on doing?
Well, we have knowledge that our friend Red, he has a companion that has been captured. We're looking to possibly free him
Okay.
and gather as much information we can
Yeah.
from the cult,
This is
and
the-
then
Closest threat to your city currently. We will investigate.
We're not fans.
Then yeah, I mean, I guess you guys should probably head out then. I think we can manage for what we have. You see, he kind of turns and looks back at the town, and as you guys look out over, you can see there's not a lot of activity. Like, it's
Yeah.
pretty obvious that there's not a lot here. They're just being cautious. They don't want to lose any more people and stuff like that.
I say we venture out south, fellas.
that sounds good with me.
Okay. Well, good luck, and hopefully I'll see you guys back here soon.
We'll be back tonight, I think.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay. We'll look for it.
Great.
All right. With that, you guys head off.
Yes.
So are you guys back at the wagon now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
so I cast Disguise Self on myself, and I turn into a 6'5" dude with really dark hair, very strikingly handsome, and that's who my Disguise Self is. But I'm huge and strong and kind of scary looking, so nobody's gonna mess with us, guys. I got this.
Wow.
As
Did you do
Bryson
this
still
before
looks
they came
down.
back, or
No, when they got back, I was like, ready? And I was like, zoom.
As Bryson looks down at.
Yeah, you're still taller than me.
Good try.
So the rest of us playing corpses?
what's that?
Are the rest of us we pretend to be dead bodies on this cart? Is that the plan?
I think we can just travel in it, just sitting
Lay
down
on
for
it,
now.
whatever.
Okay.
You guys can just travel as is.
Yeah.
I'll ride with Blessing and
Alright.
carry the
Sounds
carry the load.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
would put
have
the
to make
cloak
an
on.
animal check with blessing or not?
I can look it up. I don't think so.
I would
I can
assume
read it for you.
I would assume not.
It's okay. I'll give you. You can have one of my
Mono's
clothes.
gonna
then.
just like shadow
Weird.
race
I'm gonna wear
around
mine on the
wagon
ride,
and just
just in case.
just gonna be
What's his movement?
30.
I think a horse is 40.
So Warhorse.
It's 60 feet.
Warhorse is 60.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's gonna move much faster than Bono.
Oh, shoot.
But he's also carrying a load at the moment, so he may move slower.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. We could even it out and say if people are riding in the back, there's weight.
Yeah.
All right, so we good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm pretty sure you don't have to do it. If you can check on that, that would be great.
Yeah, it says that you have an instinctive bond that allows you to fight as a seamless unit. So I would assume
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't think so either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
as you guys continue making your way, you head east down one of the main roads. You again, the wreckage of the town becomes a little more realistic for what you guys have seen. Doors and windows are left ajar. Some are smashed, ripped off the hinges, broken glass in the street. There's a few fires that still burn here and there, a little bit of smoke in the air, but nothing like a structure fire or anything of that nature. You see that in the middle of the road, there's personal belongings, clothes, broken plates, furniture is kicked out, just littering the street. It looks like this has been like ransacked by a thief.
Okay.
You do see a few dead bodies as you guys continue to move forward here and there, both belonging to raiders and townsfolk alike. You do see a few streaks of blood along the walls on the front of the houses. The road eventually comes to a T, and you go ahead and make a left and begin to head south. You cross over a cobblestone bridge that goes over the river that you guys had gone up to the mill in. You pass a few more houses, go through a few patches of trees, then a few more houses, and finally you come to the edge of the city, and you begin to enter into the rolling hills of the Green Hills.
Is it a road that continues south?
There is a road that does continue south, but it starts to bend immediately west.
Okay.
There is no road that goes straight south. So, with
Can this
that,
wagon traverse the terrain that, if we continued straight south, could the wagon traverse the terrain?
it will look like the wagon can traverse the terrain, but it will slow you down a bit.
There's some in the fridge too.
Are we out? I can change it. This is duty. Okay. Give me a second. I can change it. So yeah. Who is going to be leading the following of the tracks?
Nab, I think you're the
Thank you,
man to do it.
Yep.
Who, me?
Yep. I'll go ahead and scout ahead a little bit.
Okay. So go
Am
ahead.
I wearing the robes and trying to look like the baddies, or we're just
I think that's.
Yeah, I'm wearing my robe.
okay?
Might as well.
I'm wearing my robes.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody
I'm just
sees
kind
it
of
from
scouting
far away.
ahead. So I'm just kind of stomping ahead with my crab behind me. He's kind of like a few feet away, just kind of like shadowing me, not necessarily looking like he's gonna be right on me. But he's kind of like a few feet up. We're kind of
Okay.
tripping ahead a little bit.
All right. So go ahead and give me a perception check first.
Perception. Plus 6 perception. This would be a 19.
19. Okay. With
Sorry, everybody. I had a very crazy night last night.
with fairly easy for you, you look out and you can see the path is heading directly south.
All right.
As you begin to move your caravan down that way, the cart itself is a little rickety. It's not really meant for off-road, so it's kind of a really jostly ride as you guys bump through in and out of the terrains and up and down the hills. You travel for roughly about 20 minutes into the Green Hills, and you start to see as the town becomes a little more distant in the past. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Survival check. Oh, that's not a bad one either.
Is he scouting ahead?
Yeah, he's walking in tandem.
That's gonna be a 16. I mean, I'm sorry, 23. 23.
Okay, good.
So that's 16.
I mean, if I'm in robes, I can be up scouting too, like helping him out. Like if he's on like this side, I can be over here,
Sure.
in front of the wagon.
The rest of you are in the cart.
I'm with Blessing.
What?
I'm with Blessing.
He's riding
I
the
Would
don't
I-
know that you can ride Blessing while he's pulling you.
Then if the wagon has like that seat behind.
Yeah, that's where she is
shotgun
at.
seat, okay.
You can sit next to her, but that's
He was a shotgun. Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm just in the back of the car,
With Hez Carl.
Has Carl's in the back too.
reluctantly. I'm gonna read that book that I got in the library that I stole.
Okay.
Nice.
Borrowed.
For right now,
Think of this
it's just a lot of history and premium.
That's okay.
So.
There's something suspicious about this guy, so I'm not gonna stop till I figure out what it is.
Alright. For right now, you're reading.
Yeah.
That's the topic at hand. So you guys begin to make your way through the rolling green hills. Day is overcast. It does appear that it may have rained a little bit while you guys were asleep.
Okay.
There's no wind, but you do hear bird song in the air. The trail seems pretty easy to follow. You travel on for about an hour. There's as you go, you can see that there's just wide swaths of green grass that has just been trampled
That'd be
down.
cool.
You get down and you kind of thumb around and put your thumb in the dirt and look here and there,
Do the tracking thing.
trying to figure out how many
No.
are on this, but it seems to be almost impossible to gauge. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Natural 20, 26.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
Without,
sick roll.
Good for you.
as you're kind of like trying to make sense of what's going on, it just clicks, and you can see that
37 guys. 14 hours ago.
the tracks lead
8 of them were wearing Crocs.
both ways.
Okay.
So they lead to and from. So this looks like this was their way in.
They were in and they were there.
You do
My
see a lot
friends,
of
this looks like this was their port of entry and retreat, so I think we're on the right track.
you see a lot of human, cobalt, and what appears to be trained reptile tracks.
This is definitely the same kind of cats that we were fighting back at the keep.
You do notice that the reptile tracks that are leaving away are deeper.
I don't think we've seen the nastiest drakes either. These look pretty big.
Or they're carrying.
Or they carry a load.
From what I remember,
Think,
I believe it was
Italian job.
Yeah.
Beaton told me that they
On
do
the
have
one-
larger drakes that
The
were
one
the
truck is heavier than the other.
they carried the load essentially. The ones
Yeah.
that we saw were
Yeah.
probably
Those
either
are
the
more
young
little
or fighter
quick combat
agile
ones.
ones.
They would be subverting, yeah.
Yeah, the one
Alright.
they said there were larger ones that did carry the load.
Alright.
It's true.
You guys
Seems
continue,
to come from
making-
and return that way.
you continue making your way down this path. Go ahead and give me another survival check, please.
19. That's going to be 25.
Nice.
Dude,
Keep
somebody's
going.
good tonight.
You
As I
continue
prime my
on
dice.
for about another hour. No real change.
Okay.
You do start to see off in the distance a slight rise in the plateaus.
Okay.
Eventually, far off in the distance, you can start making out the mountain range to the eastern, the
So,
western edge.
okay.
I wrote that down wrong. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
To be an 11.
11. Okay. Looking out, as you see the gaze of the mountains and you're looking around, looking at the tracks, something catches the corner of your eye off to the right.
Can I do one of these?
Is that where he is on the right?
Yes.
I'm on the left.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. What do I perceive? Do I look?
So about 200 yards from you, off to the trail on the right, seems to look like there may be a fire.
I think there's a camp or a fire up ahead towards the west.
I stop and head over to Neb.
What do you think?
Look away.
It's a campfire. We think.
It is midday. About this time, it's about noon, right?
Yeah.
It's about noon. I mean, who would be having
Maybe they're
a
making
campfire
grub.
this early? Unless they're making food,
Agreed.
it could be a trap.
My stomach starts grumbling immediately. They're making food.
Could
So
I?
why don't you fly up
you
there
think they're
and
making?
check it out?
You think they're making Big Mac bites? I don't know. What do you want to do, Ned?
I mean, if they're gonna attack it, they'd probably attack a cart, and if we could, the rest of us could sneak up or around, we could then ambush them as they were trying to ambush the cart.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody while we're here.
All right, sure. So true.
Now our path is still directly south. This fire that he sees is over.
Off to the
200
right.
yards.
To the,
200.
so if we're going south, that would be west, way west. He sees a campfire.
Well,
Could we pass by without being seen?
We don't-
How far
Try.
away? How far away is it?
About 200 yards.
200 feet.
200 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not that far.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
That's like right there.
Yeah.
Pass the trace those to the choke.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want to do?
I say we send 2 people there.
Yeah, let's
Creep up on
let's you and I creep up.
I
Let's go see
have
what
to
they do.
go because it's within like 30 feet.
All right,
of
come on.
me.
Okay.
So
3 of us
Three of us
Yeah.
are gonna roll out.
Let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
and the crab.
You
Wait.
guys cool with hanging tight?
Yep.
All right.
I'm a
You need
6'5"
us.
I'll let
strikingly
these
handsome, strong
two
man.
kind of head up, and I'll follow
good.
behind you.
It might not be a bad idea to let them kind of just clomp along on their wagon and see if something comes out from our direction while we're creeping up.
Okay. We could do that. That's up to
So
you
it looks
guys.
like they're alone, and then meanwhile we're doing in 45-degree angle at them. So if we see anything coming that way, then we can engage. We can engage.
If we're gonna do that, then can I, as them two are going forward, can I be the back man that can see both
Yeah.
and keep
Sure.
an eye on the wagon and them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just want to stay back and just be able to go in either direction if I need to.
Okay, you may lose Pass Without a Trace.
All right, I'll stay closer to them then.
Okay.
But I wanna
You're
try and
You're
keep an
farther
eye.
back.
Yeah, I want to stay
You'll fall
behind and
back.
try and keep an eye on them. I'll
So
stay as close to
you
her as I
two-
need to.
And has Carl taking the cart slower
Right.
forward. And then you 3 are.
I will stay
Yeah.
25 feet behind them.
In a
I hate those loud noises.
In a-
For some reason.
So then the pass without a trace is only going to work on us 3.
Yeah,
They'll-
because that's the
they'll-
conclusion we came to last
Okay.
time, right?
It's
Yeah.
within,
When
within
we were
30
going through
feet.
the tunnels that
They have to
you
stay
have to
within
be in a
30
certain
feet.
Yeah.
area.
You have to stay within.
So, in a
They all
odd
have it.
heavenly language, what sounds to be, I would say celestial, because that's what it is. I tell Blessing to go ahead and slow down.
Slowly trying
Oh,
to jog up.
It's not special if you talk.
Okay.
See what
Just
we see.
saying. If they would,
Say
they
it
wouldn't
loud.
know what I'm saying, but
We'll say you
if
guys
they
move.
understood it.
About another 100 feet in. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All of us?
He's been 19.
3.
I'm rolling sick rolls today.
Very good. Very good.
23.
Is that a loaded die? I
You
think
need
your
to
dice
stop-
are loaded
stop
on a
rolling
3.
all of them.
I rolled a 3 4 times tonight already.
You should pick another die.
No, I've done
It's
it
been
on
different
I've done it on different dice. 3's my number tonight.
You should play the lottery.
Good God, man. What
Um,
is happening right now?
you're a little farther back.
Does the guano have to do a? Oh wait, that's perception. Never mind. It's stealth checks. That's all he has to do.
You're
Wow.
a little farther back, so as you guys get a little closer, you two smell. It seems to be the smell of cooked. Cooked.
Big Mac bites?
Big Mac bites.
Prairie hen.
Prairie hens.
Okay.
You also see these hills seem to kind of roll down in this little bit of this spot that seems to be in the center, as if the hills are kind of hiding it. And there are some tall boulders that have either been down here over the years from the nearby plateau, or maybe been tossed down here by giants, who knows. But there's a structure of giant boulders, so you can't see anything, but you can smell what smells to be like cooking.
How tall are these boulders?
Probably about 10, 12 feet.
Okay, so we could conceivably climb up on top of them if we needed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's go keep
You want to approach?
Yeah, why not? See what's
Alright,
going
well,
on.
if they keep going forward, I'm gonna keep following.
So at this point in time, the wagon is starting to move this way,
Away from us?
away.
And it hasn't been attacked yet?
If we're going up to right up to it.
Yeah. So this is really a decision for you.
Yeah, for me.
Because you're in the middle. You two are kind of moving this way to check out the area. So you need to commit one way or the other.
Okay. Can I signal them and tell them to kind of change direction a little bit and kind
Sure.
of come this way?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Lee and Bryson.
Okay, their perception.
Or
Okay.
Smidge and Bryson.
Roll the one.
You're still taking a nap.
Did you also get a one?
I rolled a 2.
Oh
my
God.
Perception
Sit up,
is-
sit up.
So you stand up and you begin to
We're
see
just playing
there's no
cards.
noticeable.
And they're-
Actually, I do have a playing card set. Do you want to play a card game? I was gonna say that earlier.
What about
His
Hezron?
turn. He's not
Hezron
paying
is
attention.
telling you war stories.
We're like, yeah,
His
yeah.
greatness, and you guys are just trying to play.
Wait,
the
we don't
game.
get to roll for him too?
Yeah.
We're not paying attention.
We don't get to roll for him
at
too?
all to what you guys are doing.
We just.
You want to play this game that I used to play
Guys
back in the
can't make
day?
fun of my 3s when you rolled a 1 and a 2.
So they continue on their path.
They're gonna continue on.
Apparently.
Guys, do we want to
Here's
mess
how
with
we do
this fire?
Doesn't
Can
can
I-
You two are moving in. It's a. This is your decision.
Yeah, I gotta follow them too.
Okay. So you
And
break
I,
off.
can I try and signal these two? Maybe one of them will hear me or see me. Like,
Within 20 feet of us.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
should be. I mean, I'm pretty close, 20 some feet.
You want from 20 feet away and see if you can hear me,
So we're doing perception check?
It's not that far.
or do you want to yell?
Oh, I ain't yelling.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna yell.
Maybe like
We're too close to the wherever this fire is.
You
right?
guys are within 100 feet now.
So if I yelled, whoever would hear. No, I just want to.
So you're literally watching as things are like.
spiraling out of fucking control. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
So here's how we play this
So
game.
are you calling to them? Or
We
what do you
I'm
do?
just trying to get their attention as
How would you do that?
lightly as I can. Hey.
Hi, yes.
I think you'd hear that from 20 feet away. You're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
You'd
doing.
hear it.
Go ahead and roll perception check.
That's gonna be a 17.
11.
You hear.
What?
You're kind of like.
I said the wagon's moving away. They didn't see me. What do you want to do?
Roll a D8. A
Let's
D6.
get out of here. This doesn't seem that alarming.
Yeah,
So you're only
D4.
kicking birds.
I mean, though, if the
We're
wagon's
at
going
high
away,
school
and we
class.
so as the wagon's moving that way,
It hasn't been attacked.
we haven't heard anything coming from the fire area.
Not yet.
We're just saying.
Okay.
You guys have stopped at the halfway mark.
Okay,
Let's just walk up to the boulder.
Okay, let's just creep
you guys are going.
No,
Red says. And I follow them. Sorry, I gotta follow them. I can't leave
creep
them.
up a little more.
Go ahead, guys. Give me a spell check.
Stealth check.
Plus 10.
That's a
Yeah, that's better.
28.
9 for me.
Plus 10.
I got a 10.
Oh, okay, 9. So it's
How
gonna
it's
be a
supposed to do
19,
is, like,
and
you draw the
Guano's
first
gonna
card,
get a
which is the
23.
You
24.
can
28.
gamble, like you can gamble.
So you guys
on it, then you roll the D6.
Move your way in there.
Gamble some more, and then the final one is a D8.
As you get probably within 50 feet of the boulders, you do begin to start hearing voices. You're,
Do we know what kind of language they're speaking?
it's a common.
Common?
Yeah.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Yeah. It says, ain't nothing like a good, well-cooked hen. You know, I think I can get used to eating this every day. Be thankful you got something to eat. And plenty of groups have been with like this before. We nearly starved. I wasn't complaining in the least. This has been an all-around positive experience for me. I've been in my fair share of groups before, and this is by far the best organized. As long as you perform, they notice and reward you. Definitely the most profitable one for me as well. How many raids you've been on? Just then, you hear a smaller reptilian voice enter the conversation. We should not delay. This far behind, they will leave us. Relax, you scaled rat. I've been around long enough to know that the first day back, they're just gonna try to get roll call and see all who has returned. Pay us out for what we've done. They won't miss us for a few hours. Here, and you kind of hear some kind of scrabbling going on. Sounds like something being tossed and caught. Take these to your cronies and pipe down till we give you more orders. Understood? Here. Yes, sir. And you hear footprints or footsteps. It seems to be moving away. In the distance, you hear what sounds like a little more reptilian voices. And another conversation begins. You know, you may be right. He's dumb. He's a dumb beast. He knows what we'll tell him. And I have to agree. If we hurry back, all we'll be doing is being the first to sign up for camp chores. I don't know about you, but I ain't ready to stand guard or wash dishes yet. I'll take my time. Damn, this is pretty good. Where'd you learn to cook like that? The conversation kind of starts to continue in the same sense.
Okay.
You hear it's when the guy who originally started talking goes on about how his mom used to cook prairie chicken at home.
So based on what we've heard, can I ascertain like how many people?
So you've heard about 4 different voices.
We've heard 4 different voices, but from what else I've heard, do I think there's more than 4?
You're too far out to really pick that up.
Okay.
You have definitely heard 4 human voices, 4 different human voices, and then the reptilian voice, and then what sounded like other reptilian voices that were further off.
We're still 50 feet away. So there's still boulders in between us. We're not.
You can't see him.
We're not up to the boulders yet, though.
If you wanted to be, you could be. We'd have to make another stealth check.
Okay.
I want to whisper
what do you
to
guys wanna
Red
do? Okay.
and Neb.
Yeah.
They're going to be leaving soon.
Yeah.
So what if they're going to be behind us?
Go up the road and ambush them.
Yeah. And then we're going to be
That's
in
what I wanna
between
do.
a bunch of cultists.
Yeah. I said we
Do we
could
take
rejoin the wagon, we wait, and then we pull it across, we hide, we wait, because they're going to be heading south, we know
Yeah, we
eventually.
wait or we take them out.
We hit them when they hit them.
Back off?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I do it alone. Yeah,
We
we're
back
all
off.
squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Keep him back, keep him back.
And you have passed without a trace still.
I got
Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to trace less than an hour, I believe.
2 hours.
46, 32 for me.
22.
Oh my god.
31.
31 for Nat. I mean, Juana.
22.
Okay. So
I
you
gotta
guys,
We're on 19.
You get by?
we'll say that you guys decide to disengage and break off and start heading back to the wagon. And you quietly make your way back to the wagon.
Alright.
So as you approach the wagon, you're and you hear, oh, you gotta roll a d8. No, oh, is that how you do it?
No. Everybody draws a card.
We just start over.
That was the real one.
Has Charles going on about some glorious battle.
I sneak up. I sneak up behind
I
the
roll
wagon.
perception.
Yeah, I sneak up behind the wagon.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Natural 20.
Hold on, let me see if I can match it.
Plus 10, you're still.
Come on, give me that
Yeah.
natural 20. 15. Dang it.
Plus 10.
Plus
Well, it'd
10
be
is
20.
25.
It'd be 25 plus
What's your
4,
perception?
29.
Do I need to roll perception?
But 20,
If you
natural
roll
20 is
it.
automatic.
What are we doing?
Oh, it's
skill
not?
checks.
Not on skill
it's
checks?
only on
Alright, so I got a 15 plus 10 is
I
25
thought it was
plus
just
4
always
is 29.
22.
And so it's like, hey, I want to jump over the ocean.
Well, I mean,
Natural
within
20.
reason.
Yeah, I know. But technically it's not how.
Okay. So I wanna sneak, I wanna creep up to the side.
That you guys have already missed the perception check, so you guys are in this game.
Oh, there's an arrow.
I wanna creep up to the side, and I wanna pop up and put my staff right on the back of Hescarl's neck.
Cinnamon graham crackers.
Maybe you guys should pay better attention.
He's like, we were paying attention.
All right, so
We were-
you know,
we really
I
were.
jump up into the cart with him and I explain to the three of them
You guys
what
hold
we
cart or
found.
do you keep trucking?
Let's move off to the side.
What do you guys want to do? You want to move
Move
off?
off to the side. Find a place to hunker down.
Okay.
Have y'all hide in the back of it.
Okay.
So you say how far off you go?
You want to say like 50 feet?
I mean, is there anything? I mean, I mean, it's all open,
I
right?
think-
Very open.
There's
There
no-
seems to be like a
illusion,
little
like a-
niche.
Put a big boulder.
Well, let's do like a you know, something with the wagon, like it's you know, like the wheels fucked up or something. You know what I mean?
You know what
Like,
I just said?
and drop it off. What did you say?
I can do minor illusion. Put a huge boulder in front of us, and there's parked behind it.
Oh, do that then.
Or
Yeah.
a bush,
I like that better.
like anything.
Okay. But that only lasts a minute, right?
For a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, I
So
guess,
we
but it's a
can cast
cantrip,
it
so you
when
can
we
just keep
can.
doing it until they
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah.
Does that work?
I would say hold off until you start hearing something.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Well, I mean, they need to once they see us is what needs to.
I believe it was a 5-foot cube, correct?
Yeah, I don't
It
think that's
is,
gonna
right.
cover the entire.
It is.
I mean,
there,
you-
there are other illusion spells which are amazing.
I say we don
This is
all
a
our
minor-
cloaks.
Minor illusion.
You keep your guys up, and we act like the wagon's up.
We can just
And
take,
then-
we can
and
we
then-
not elude that
Let's
or
take
make an
the
illusion
wagon
that
over and we can land beneath
we could do that.
it.
You could also use your
We might
illusion
be
to
able to get
like
it back
pretend the
up.
wheel fell off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause for a second.
I don't know if it actually
You'll
will
pause that.
delete something.
Take a
I think
quick
it's
break.
I
You wanna take a
create
break?
something with it.
Let's not really push it over.
We back.
Alright, so what have you decided?
Are we going to just stick 50 feet off to the side, you think? We can pretend to flip the cart over, or we can
I was kidding.
So what do you want to do? You want to draw them to us by flipping the card over?
maybe draw them to us, or, you know,
I mean, they're gonna
pretend
see
we're
us-
in need of help
They're gonna see us from hundreds of
feet away.
feet away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably hundreds of yards away. They'll see us.
Yeah,
So
Or we
they
can
could see us now. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
the boulders might not be blocking their view.
I mean, we could
where we
continue
are.
on until there's some type of cover, and then we wait for them to pass, and not just stop right here and out in the.
That's a good
That's
idea.
a good idea.
I say we. Yeah.
How far are we
I say
going?
we keep going.
South? This is.
We still have several
They made it
hours.
seem like they're gonna be
I think
leaving
you're
in a few
actually
hours.
2 hours. Yeah.
We've
Okay.
only gone 2 hours,
Yes, which means you've gone 6
Probably
miles.
about halfway.
6 miles. So we're halfway there.
I say we just keep going.
All right,
So
let's
you
let's
keep
continue
going-
on
See
at
if
like
the
a
terrain
kind of a slow
changes.
pace, and we need some rear guard. So whoever's got good,
I'll
you know,
watch the back.
watch the back. You know, and if we see anything crest, you know, then we act like we're
I'd like to
in
stay
trouble.
Stay in the lead and
Draw
see
them in close.
what kind of, if there is cover, geographically ahead of us. Could I do a perception check to look ahead and see if there's any like gullies or big shrubs that we could all duck behind and leave the car? That's going to be a 21.
Yes, as you look forward to the landscape again, you're starting to see as these hills are kind of disappearing. They're moving more into rocky outcrops and ravines, and you're starting to hit into the beginning parts of the plateaus before the earth rises up in the mountains.
Yeah. All right. Do I see any place where we could take decent cover even if they're coming over the ridge that's ahead of us?
Is there
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
like an ambush spot where they wouldn't see us?
Check.
'Cause that would be way better.
That's going to be a 13.
13. You do see a spot off to the left.
Okay.
It's
Let's do that.
it's
then.
not on the path
Mhm.
that you are currently. It's not on the path you're following.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
it's
off to the
left
left.
on, okay.
They're off to the right. It's off to the left.
Okay.
We could essentially just completely dodge them then. If they don't come.
So we could be
through the path.
waiting for an ambush that they never come.
Right.
You know, they
Doesn't
just
happen.
pass us right by.
I don't know if it's
'Cause
the
they're
best
too far
idea to
away
wait
from
for
us.
'em.
Let's just hope they don't catch up to us.
All
I
right.
mean, we could go double time if needed. We just would not be very quiet.
Yeah. We've still got to pass another trace now, so it's not going to be. Hey, let's keep going grinding, keep going. These guys hit us from behind, we'll find what's going on. Keep going
I'm just
forward,
like,
push forward.
Think about it. Worst case scenario is we get to the camp and those fuckers come up behind us as we're getting to the camp. You know what I mean? Then, we're all
I mean,
screwed.
we could just
We're all
go talk to
disguised
them right
now,
now.
though.
Huh?
We could just go run up on them right now and talk to them. Instead of sitting here waiting for them, we
Right.
could just go over. It's an option.
How many people did you hear or see?
I mean, if we're going down the path, right? We were still continuing down this path.
Mm-hmm.
There's no guarantee that they're coming over towards this path to
Exactly.
go down it. They could just keep going south from where they are, right?
I don't
Yeah.
see why not.
I mean, the land is okay.
You're in the wild. There's no
Right.
roads.
Right.
Like you're following a path, but it's not like it's like you're following a path of footsteps. You're not following like a road.
Right.
Do we know exactly where the camp is? Maybe a couple of us should.
I do remember being told it was as it gives away into the Rocky Plateaus, but that's about all.
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking, I guess I should ask you to clarify. Like, you do GPS wise, no, you don't know exactly where the camp is. You know it's 12 miles south.
I say we push forward. We can always watch our back to see if they're approaching us. We can always set up an ambush then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Alright,
find
we're
that.
trotting along.
Okay.
Trotting. What do we do next?
Everyone cool?
Yeah.
So, So go ahead and give me your third and final survival check, please.
That's gonna be a 14.
14. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue moving down, probably about another 30 minutes, you see where the paths begin. The trail that you're following was very wide and it begins to narrow.
Oh, okay.
So
They're closing ranks. And
the
they're
assumption
trying to
is
go
that
file.
they're sand peopling it from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And they're starting to funnel in,
'Cause they know
which
they're
makes
not
the
gonna-
track a little easier to read because it's more pressure on the ground.
Right.
And you follow that for probably about another 10 minutes. And you kind of see as it winds in through these outcrops and the plateaus really start to jag up and come in.
Okay, we don't see any other signs of life or
You
civilization.
can make a perception check.
Okay. That's gonna be an 11.
Currently, right now, outside of just the regular wildlife, you don't notice anything.
Okay. Sally forth. What do you think, folks? Keep on
Can
rolling.
we look to
going.
see if there's anything behind us?
Yeah,
You can make a perception
Yeah.
check.
I was looking.
8.
Looking behind you, you don't. You just see, you see the end of the rolling hills as the landscape starts to elevate.
What time is it?
About this time, it's probably right around 3, I think. Or wait, no,
We left at 10.
left at 10. It was
2 hours.
2 hours,
Then
2
2.
hours, so 5 hours, so 3, around 3.
Okay.
5 hours? I thought you said it took 3 or 4 hours to get there.
It takes 3 hours per mile.
Okay.
We've gone 6 miles.
Or you can do 3 miles an hour.
And we've
Okay.
gone 6 miles.
Yeah, you've gone 6 miles.
And it's 12, okay.
So that's 2 hours, and you're probably an hour and a mile and a half into the last bit.
Okay.
So it's about 12:30ish.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. I say we just keep going.
Keep going.
Let's go.
You guys begin to walk in as the plateau is getting heavier, and the rocks are starting to protrude more. The wagon is just
We might have to ditch the wagon.
as you guys are hitting this, starting the beginning of a really rocky type terrain.
I'm not sure how much longer this wagon is going to be if used for travel. Maybe if we're going to set up this thing for an ambush or a trap, I think now's the time.
That was it.
Or, yeah, I mean, I say we continue on foot.
Yeah.
Is it still going
Um,
uphill or is it?
We can
Yeah,
put
you're
the wagon
going
on the
uphill,
side.
so
We can
you're
even
starting to
remove one of the
see-
tires and put it
As you
underneath
look up,
it
you're
so it looks
starting to
broken
see
down
these
so nobody will take it.
ravines,
Yeah.
like cut up. So you're gonna enter ravines.
Okay. So I say we take a wheel off, throw it to the side.
Yeah.
Now-
Yeah.
That way it looks just broken down and
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to suspect something just because there's a wagon on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just make it look like it's all busted up.
So we'll try to flip it over, take a wheel off.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a strength check.
Should I roll for head crawl?
Sure.
That's gonna be 18.
Head crawl gets a natural 20. And I get a 17.
Yes. 19.
19. With no problem. It just falls over. So the wagon is now on its side.
Alright.
I'm going to. I have some tools in my bag, so I'm going to go ahead and take one of the wheels off.
Okay. Go ahead and make a tinkering check.
Tinker.
Tinker. What would that be under?
Plus your proficiency bonus.
I don't have. What did you say to roll?
Will be a tinkering check, so it would be your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in the tinkering tools.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, thank you. 11.
11.
Yeah.
So after a little, the wheel kind of falls off to the side.
There we go.
So it's off. Still looks whole, but it's off.
We can just take the wheel with us, put it in the bag of holding.
So nobody can take it.
Might be smart to do that actually.
That's fine. Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
All
We
right.
have one wheel.
We're gonna
Whoever's
put the
keeping
wheel in the
track of the
bag
bag
of
of
holding.
holding.
Bag of holding. One wagon
Wagon
wheel.
See, if I was still a bard, I would start singing the Wagon Wheel song by Darius Rucker.
Yes.
That'd be good.
One wagon wheel. Got it.
Like a wagon wheel.
Hey, it's spare tire.
Hey, mama rock me.
Okay, so you guys put the wagon on its side. Probably takes about another 20 minutes for all of it. Fit the wheel in the bag.
I'm watching
One
behind
o'clock
us.
You have to
I'm
make
still
a
watching
perception
behind
check.
us. Perception.
God,
It's going to be a 15.
15? Yeah, you still don't.
Nobody?
It's just
Okay,
grass
cool.
blowing in the breeze.
Let's
birds.
roll. Yo,
Yeah.
let's get out of here.
So
We can move a
We
little
will
faster
say that,
now. Should be able to move a little faster now.
blessing was not attached to the cart when it flipped.
Is he continuing on with us?
Yes. he'll
We
be
put him on the
continuing.
horse, so we move a little
I
faster.
could sit on the horse, that's right, because I'm pretty slow.
Okay.
That's cool.
Alright, let's keep on trucking.
Alright. So.
Wait,
you
am I
guys-
still disguised as a 6'5" human?
I mean, it
Well, I
would have
guess it
faded
doesn't
after
matter,
the
it's an
first 3
illusion anyway.
hours.
Yeah, you're right. All
Unle-
right, I'm
unless
not
you put it
disguised.
back up.
Right?
It is a cantrip, I can recast it, but I'm not going to anymore. I'm now my gnomesome self.
Alright, you see.
I
As
know
the
myself.
illusion
That's
disappears.
great. Those really great survival checks along the way there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Alright.
Checks are good.
So you guys begin to make your way in. Looking around, you can see that the path again narrows as it goes into this particular ravine. You begin to make your way, going through it, and you notice again, like there's the steps are real deep. Like a lot of movement went through this little area.
Okay.
With that, you guys move into a ravine. You see that the walls are a little steep on the sides. They're about 15, 20 feet tall in each direction. It winds as it begins to make its way through the earth. You guys
It's kind of like it's a waterway though.
yeah.
But it's like a kind of like a canyon.
It's an outcrop.
So it's been worn away by water, but it's not like a river.
Yeah, it's not like man-made.
But you said
Like,
up
this is
up the
natural.
sides is like 20 feet on either side.
Yes.
As we're going in, so we're getting funneled into.
So as
That's
he was
pretty much
paying
right
attention
here.
and explaining the steps, that's the way this is going. Like it's funneling.
Okay.
Like this is the way they went. They're funneling in.
What do you guys want to do? I
Wait,
mean, I
walk
can
through the water?
I can try and go.
There's no water.
Is there
Oh, there's no water, okay.
is there any way for me to get up that 20 feet?
I'll
Like
have
Yeah,
spider climb on you
Certainly try.
with my staff. I
okay,
haven't used it yet, there you go.
okay, sweet.
Okay.
So what does spider climb do?
So as you guys,
You can walk on walls.
Oh,
Without,
okay.
without
We can-
error.
Gains
I'm gonna go
ability
up
move
and-
up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings.
okay. So as you guys make your way in,
That's cool.
the ravine itself is about
That is
15 feet wide before the walls start to arc up.
Right.
And start to do that. So you use the staff to cast
Yeah.
spider climb. So she Syndra taps the staff and you see this little green like arcane energy flare into you and your hands become extra sticky and you kind of put your hands on the wall and you begin to climb up.
A tiefling climbing a wall.
It is at
Saying it all.
that point in time that I'm going to need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. You
Should we roll for-
son of a-
Yes, girl.
We're going to leave him out.
Oh shit.
A 15
This doesn't
for me.
pertain to dragons,
17.
does it?
It does not.
Oh darn.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Also, your hands are free. It's just your feet.
Hmm?
It's just your feet. You still have to move your hands.
Okay.
I think everything becomes sticky.
Only your feet.
Only
Oh,
your
it's
feet?
only your
You
feet?
can still use your hands to do.
To grab stuff,
Do
but my
things.
feet are sticky.
Oh, cool.
Push me up. That's pretty sweet.
Oh no. Not
So-
a map. Let's whoop some ass.
I attempted to, didn't have time. Eventually one day I will. Dwarven Forge doesn't make anything for this yet.
Mhm.
So we're gonna do this.
Oh, Chris, where are our minis?
I didn't get him out.
I'm gonna need those.
Where's the gnome?
No.
I was gonna say I sat down and that lasted about 6 minutes. I'm back standing again. I can't help it.
Always standing soon too.
I can't help it, man. I have to pace. Okay.
Those burgers are so good. I'm gonna eat like all of them.
One before they run out.
I just put the sauce in the
I'm
fridge.
gonna throw
Okay.
this down there.
Be careful with Bryce. He breaks
I
these.
figured it was mayonnaise based. I was like, I better put that away. It's just in a little bowl and spoon there.
Alright. Dexterity saving throws.
17.
Hold on.
Okay.
10. Fail.
26.
Pass.
15.
Pass.
17.
Pass.
14.
Pass. Crap.
Oh, he's not 18.
18. Pass. So everyone passes and they take
I fail.
7 points of damage. You take 14. As you guys walk in, if I can have you remove these. What would be the marching order? Who would be first? Up front.
I'd be towards the middle.
I was up front, so.
I'll go in behind Red.
I was going up the side though.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm gonna put you right here.
But so I hadn't started climbing yet.
You started, but you didn't
Get anywhere.
get up.
I guess just Sandra and I in the back,
Yeah.
walking together.
Where's Guana?
Oh, so
Right there is fine. You said 7 points?
Is he next to you?
he's slightly behind me to the side. Going next to
Like that?
yeah, actually the other side. Yeah, so here.
We're kind of far in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna start climbing like as we were. That's weird.
Mechanically, it wouldn't work that way.
Okay.
Had there been some higher rolls, it would have probably allowed you to be on alert to be like, hey.
I was thinking that, but
It's not good, but
yeah, rolls determine the game.
Okay.
So with that,
I rolled pretty damn good though.
Would you?
On my climb?
no.
I hadn't even done a climb yet. That's right.
So with that, you see
Cast it
boulders
down.
come crashing down. Everyone suffers 7 points. You suffer 14 points of damage. As you look up, you see oh shit. So the movement on these is going to be your base. So just like move your base.
Okay.
Right?
That's a square.
Yeah.
It's
Even
like
though we all
40
do
feet
wear
in
are wearing our
Is that
robes.
right?
Huh?
We are all wearing our robes.
You are all
okay.
Do we even know these guys are baddies?
Don't know yet. There's a lot of them to try to fight though.
Yeah.
I say we try not to fight.
And then off in the distance. So you see what appears to be
Snape?
quite a
That's
few
what it looks like.
acolytes and a few cultists, and then off in the distance is a black robed figure. You do notice that they are not wearing their gear.
so we look like assholes for wearing our cloaks,
Maybe.
and then they're not wearing any of them.
So what does that mean?
Is that what you're saying, basically? Fuck.
So we gave it away.
I mean, we would have given it away by just
Yeah, I mean,
walking.
me walking without a cloak
Yeah.
would have given it away easily.
Either way, us
So-
showing
so
up there is giving it away.
Just to retcon it, if you would have put eyes on the people at the camp, you would have noticed they weren't wearing their clothes.
They were
Okay.
nice anyway.
So with that, we're gonna go with a surprise round. By them. So that will be their surprise round. So we're gonna roll initiative. One
Yeah.
second. Don't bark it out at that, please.
Bark, 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 bark.
So that's gonna be the claw. That's gonna be the coldest. Okay. So. And all right, 25 to 20.
22.
22.
That sounds like a hail of motherfucking thorns to start.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like.
Something nasty.
20 to 15. Okay, guys. 15 to 10.
10.
11.
What do you roll? 4.
Ouch.
You rolled a 10. Can you roll a d20 for me again, please?
12.
19.
I did my mirror images.
10 to 5.
7.
9.
9. Okay, can you roll a d10 for me?
20.
Ha! 19. Bryson. He rolled a 20, I didn't roll a 19, right?
No,
You
he said
you said
what,
D10,
a
so I assumed
D20?
it's not a D20.
Yeah, d20, sorry. I rolled a 19. I thought you rolled a
11.
20. 11. Okay, so they go first. So. That's on a 9, right? Initiative?
Yes, I rolled a 9 and an 11.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to climb up walls and
He
shit?
doesn't have spider climb. He doesn't.
He doesn't have that.
He has water breathing
Gotcha.
and equal swim speed. But I thought he had spider climb. He doesn't.
Bryson. What'd you two roll?
7.
You rolled a 7.
12.
I got
You're above.
How high up are these?
So,
Are they 20 feet?
So for what we're gonna say for this is they're supposed to be tiered, so it's gonna be
Looks like
5.
15. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 feet, but it's difficult terrain.
So it's double movement.
It's double movement to climb.
But I have spider climb, so it's not difficult
Not
terrain
for
for me.
you. It is
Right.
not.
So my move is gonna be to climb up that fucking thing and try and kick these fools off.
Alright.
You do?
And with that,
I just
There
cast
you go.
fireball.
Yeah, on the right side. On that side. And I'll roll.
we are going to. You see the guy in black kind of stands up and he's like, "This is what we're here for, boys." And he pulls out this pretty heavy crossbow, and he is going to pop a shot at Ned. It's going to be a natural 1.
Ah!
Right?
Nice shot, that sweethearts. Butter cakes.
Hold on one
The
second.
crossbow
Yeah, whips him
turns
back.
around and shoots him in the chest.
I want to see if he drops it.
So I had a little leakage from
Oh, that's right. You wanted to incorporate that.
Natural 20. He did not drop it.
Okay.
So you see this big crossbow, this bolt goes, and it just misses and comes right in front of you. Like, that is the end of his turn.
He's not laughing anymore.
So you are actually up.
Okay.
So he pops a shot at you, misses, and now you are up.
I'm gonna do my first attack back at him with my crossbow.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 23.
23 hits.
23 hits. So that's gonna be a D10 plus 3 piercing. Nice. That's gonna be a 12 damage on him.
12 points of damage.
Okay, that's my first attack.
Sure.
Now I'm making my second attack on dude here.
Black base cultist.
Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on him. I'm gonna save some of this stuff. I'm gonna do it on him.
Black base cultist.
Okay. That's gonna be a. Oh, hold on. It's gonna be a 12.
12 unfortunate misses.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
What about your bonus? You have a
Yeah,
bonus?
third. Well, I only get a bonus. I think if I hit.
No, bonus action.
What does it say?
It doesn't. Chord breaker. I'm pretty sure it says if you had hit somebody, you hit somebody right next to them. Was the idea? I might be able to just fire a shot at him. What is?
What?
Well, you get double attack at level 5 though, right?
Yeah. Well, I hit him already.
Right.
No,
Now you get a second attack.
Oh, what does that
Oh
mean?
yeah, and I missed him. Now if I chord breaker, I can still do a pot shot at him.
Fit inside of this little tiny.
Once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack
Oh, so I can still
with the
attack.
same weapon against a different
silly.
creature that is within 5 feet of the
Okay.
original target.
Can I
So
do?
you could pop it.
I'll
Pop
pop
it
it
the
at
third
him.
guy.
That will be
And-
black base mace.
And if I could, I'm gonna do Hail of Thorns.
Well, did you hit?
Natural 20 on him. Natural 20.
Hold on. No, he didn't hit him.
Because it does say if you hit.
Yeah, so you don't get it.
Fuck you, I should have 20.
Sorry.
Well,
Once I'm done.
once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target and within your range. It does not specify. if
Yeah,
you
I
hit.
don't think it says hit, so I think it would hit.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, so that would be a natural
But
20.
it, okay.
So that's the
Can
second
you
guy over.
use
What,
a
Hail of Thorns?
spell on that?
Hornbreaker's not a spell. That's a skill.
Yeah, I know.
I wanna
Can
put
you
Hail
be
of
like
Thorns
shot? Now I want to cast a spell on this one.
Well, Hail of Thorns, it says next time you hit a creature at a ranged weapon attack. That's how it opens up.
Well, you
I would think.
according to
that
rules
would
as
work.
written, you can attack, bonus action, then attack. You don't have to do attack.
Right.
And
I think
then bonus action.
I think it works.
Because it says next time you hit a guy. It's
And
not
you
like.
did hit a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
With
think it
natural
does.
20. Okay, so I'm going to start with my crit.
Or wait, hold on. It says next time you hit a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
just
hit
yeah,
that.
no, I think it does.
He
work.
just hit the third guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hit him with a crit. That's going to be double. Okay, 1d10 plus 3. Is it just.
Just to double the dice. That's all.
Okay, oh, that's only going to be 5 on dude.
What's
It's
Black
5
Base Shield.
on
5
Black
on,
Shield?
5 on Black Shield with Hail of Thorns. Thorns
That's
special.
Black Mace.
Black Mace. In addition to
Okay.
the normal effect of the attack,
The
the
one-
target.
They all have shield. I
Did
just
you roll
I
a
didn't
one?
see
Next
shields
to
for
it
the
is
Did
same
you roll a
attack.
one?
Shield guy.
Alright.
But Hail of Thorns does its thing. Well, no, I doubled that because it was a crit.
You double the dice roll.
Okay, so it was yeah. So
2
it's
plus
just-
3 is
yeah,
5,
it's
yeah. That's why I asked if you rolled a 1.
But your Hail of Thorns should also crit as well.
Yeah.
Because it crit on the hit. Like it hit on.
Yeah, so
Critical
the
strike.
damage from that will crit as
Okay, let me read that off to everybody. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target must each make the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
So
What's the radius?
roll the 1d10.
It's within 5 feet of whatever hit.
Yeah. So there's
Okay,
3
so
guys.
it's shield and it's the cultist.
It's closest boom boom. These 3 guys.
Black
both
base
hit.
shield, black base cultist.
Yes.
They both need to make dexterity saving.
And so does he.
The blue guy.
Blue guy. Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
1d10 piercing. Come on, don't be whack. That's to be 8.
So 16.
Hold on. 16. So now I'm going to go with.
I'm awake now.
Alright, cultist. Dex saving throw. What's the DC?
It's
It's on your second page usually.
it's on my spell page, right?
Yeah.
On the top.
Right at the top.
Across the top ribbon there.
Here?
The middle one.
Oh, 14.
14.
Thank you.
Okay, their dex mods +1. So the first one is 7, so the cultist fails.
Okay, 16.
Hold on. Cultist fails. The mace guy, 13, so he fails.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
shield, or no, spear. He's spear. Spear is a natural 20, so he saves. So the first two take how much?
16.
16. Ouch.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I'll take it. I'll take my
That was
shield
dope.
damage roll.
Nice job. Way to start it off, dude.
Yeah, that's like 45 points of damage.
It's a
right
good start,
there.
homie.
That's great.
They hurt my crab, man. My crab's down to 9.
What? They actually hit your crap?
Well, he hit it with
Oh,
boulders.
because
the
of the boulder.
boulders.
You're right.
Yeah.
I almost want to hide him. 'cause
And
he's-
so the black spear saves, so he takes half, which is 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. So
What's your favorite terrain?
Shores. Shores Coast because I'm a pirate.
Cool.
And I hate humanoids is my favorite.
so with that, you see
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Neb fires at the cultist. I believe you missed, right? Or did you? You missed the cultist, yeah. So it fires right, and you see he whips in another bolt, and he shoots it off, and you see as it shoots off the arcane energy, the green energy, and it fans out again, and just rains down arrows.
And those three
The shield guy brings up his shield. He resists quite a bit of it. The other two comes crashing down on him. You see blood starts to spurt out. The guy in the middle, Mace, black base Mace, is bleeding pretty badly. He's looking pretty rough.
Alright. And I'm going to use my movement to put some space in between so when he get flush to this wall.
Okay.
I want 102. That's 1, 2. I want him flush against this wall, but there.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Dude, I love the styrofoam.
Red, you're up.
Step style.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
up.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you're up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, there was really low initiative rolls.
Sorry, bud.
Careful, man. Scoot in just a tiny
So you
bit.
said this guy's effed?
That guy is bleeding.
Just an inch.
Black base
Oh,
Mace guy is bleeding.
So 5, 10,
It's gonna be 5, 10.
15.
Well, he's got
20.
spider climb.
Oh, you do
25.
have spider.
And I'm gonna stay right there because if I go past him, he'll get an attack of opportunity. So I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna start off with that cat.
Okay. This is black base Mace, who's bleeding.
What did
Chris.
That's an 18.
18 hits.
I just
Alright.
wanted them 'cause they all got hit, so the fireball could have played.
So you see as
Careful. I don't know.
red, just
Ugh.
what looks to be in pretty difficult terrain is just like scales up, comes around the side, makes a swing, bam, crack. 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
He's still up. He's kind of dropped to one knee. He's looking pretty bad.
Alright, I'm hitting with the second shot. That's a 9. That's gonna miss.
9 does miss, unfortunately.
Alright, and then I'll if he's down on a knee after the miss, I'll try and knee him in the face.
Muay Thai elbow clinch, Muay Thai elbow, or knee.
That's gonna be 25.
25 hits.
Ooh, Muay Thai knee to the face.
Oh,
Donald
sorry.
Cerrone style.
Sorry, that one's not gonna be. That's a 5 plus a 4, 9.
9 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
This one?
Sorry.
So you bring the knee up, crack, and he kind of like, boom, socks down. He's like sitting down. He's still up, but he is rocked.
Really?
He's still up.
Still
but he is
up.
rocked.
Jesus.
He's just dazed, like,
That's crazy. Alright, well, I guess I'll burn a point and try and just kick him off the ledge.
So you're gonna kick him? Or
Natural 20.
You're gonna kick him, or you're gonna push him off?
I'm gonna kick him right in his face, dude.
Okay, go ahead and roll. With a natural 20, I think it'll be alright.
8.
8 points of damage,
Yeah.
so 8 total or 16?
8 total. Or
16.
wait, that would be no. It was I rolled a 2, so 2 plus 2 is 4. That's the double, and then plus 4 modifier, so 8 damage.
8 total,
Yeah,
okay.
8 total.
Yeah, so with that, you see Red gives him the "This is Sparta" kick, and he's just and falls over the edge.
Oh shit.
Oh wait,
It was the other guy, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was the other.
The guy with the shield,
They all have shields actually.
or no, the guy next to the cultist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mace guy.
yeah, it was the guy who's bleeding.
That
So
guy.
I was about to say you knocked
Yeah.
him out.
Yeah.
So he is done. See, the corpse just falls off as the rocks start to scatter and fall down after him.
31
Um,
and a -1.
That brings us to the acolyte's turn. With that, we are going to start Black Maces out. Bald guy right there is going to turn and swing at red. It's going to be a 20
Yeah.
on you. Okay, that's, you suffer 9 points of damage. As you see, he pulls out this scimitar, this wicked-looking scimitar, and just brings the slash across your, bring it up, and skids down your arm.
I'm gonna go ahead and reaction
Sure,
on him and just
absolutely.
try and burn his ass up.
Cool. Is that a cone?
It only hits him.
Oh, okay. I
It's
didn't know if it was
a,
like the
it's
breath.
no, it's a point and just
Sure. Okay.
it only hits him.
And it's a dex save, I believe.
Yeah. So
DC 13 or 12.
no, the DC is sorry. The DC is actually I think it's 11. Yeah, it's 11.
Sure,
yeah,
I think it should be 12. Racial abilities are usually 12.
Yeah, I mean, I had 11 written down. It was intelligent. It's an intelligence.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah,
What's
I
that?
only got plus. I don't have a plus on it, so I mean that's what I had written down.
Alright, well, that's where we're gonna go.
Spell
11.
save DC 11 for
On
hellish
a dex.
rebuke. Spell save DC 11.
And it's dex, right?
It's I don't know. That's a good call. I haven't. Sorry. Let me look it up real quick.
No
2
worries.
seconds. I know what page I'm on.
Rebuke.
Deck save.
Yeah, that's okay.
Is it Dex?
Yeah.
You got it. All right. Cool.
Half as much on a success.
All right.
So he rolled a 10.
So he didn't save.
He did not save.
Ooh.
Oh.
16 plus 9 is 25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fire, right?
Yeah, that was 8, 8, 9.
Yeah, so with
That's
that,
brutal.
you're like, and you see the fires, and this guy just totally ignites on flame, and he's like, and he
Ball of
is
flame
out.
tumbles down.
With that, or wait, no, because it was,
That was on his attack.
yeah,
Yeah.
he attacked.
That's he. Yeah, I went right back at him.
Yeah, I know.
So the other guy gets to attack. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah, that was just that guy.
Okay. Alright, so he's gonna turn and swing at you.
Okay.
That's gonna be 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Again, you suffer 9 points of damage as he brings back the scimitar. Sees his buddy like blasted.
13.
Yeah. With that,
Sorry, I only got 2 of them up there with me.
go to the white mace. He is going to. He's gonna throw a spear at Neb.
his socks?
Hmm?
Did you write his socks off?
So I didn't write
He's
down.
done.
So done.
Yep.
All right. So at
I'm like, I
Nev,
got 2.
White, it's gonna be a natural 20.
Mm.
Shit.
Ouch.
So you are gonna suffer 2 points of damage.
2
Or wait, no. Yeah, no, 2 points of damage.
He doesn't have a plus modifier?
Not on a
That's
spear.
funny.
He doesn't. Not on
That's
a spear,
funny.
he doesn't, unfortunately.
Who spears a guy in the toe?
With that, the bald guy is gonna do the
Oh
same.
shit! Really? Hit me in the ear. Why the ear, man?
That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Who? Yeah. Who's hitting me now?
The bald guy. So you are gonna suffer another 3 points of damage as another
This?
spear kind of
Yeah, it's amazing.
bounces off your armor. You're just feeling the impact. It's not,
Yeah.
you know, making the meat, but it's just kind of bouncing off of you.
Okay.
And then White is gonna do the same thing because you just wiped out. You caused a lot of damage over there, so he's gonna swing at you again. That's gonna be a 24,
Yeah.
and you suffer a point of damage.
Ollie.
As these spears come raining down, you're kind of just moving out of the side, and it's just impacts. They're not hitting you. They're just blunt force, like knocking them. They're not sticking. So with that, that's the end of their turn. Smidge, you're up.
Kill these motherfuckers.
Alright,
Do the damn thing!
I'm gonna cast Fireball on the guys on the right.
Okay. I don't think I need to get the thing out. I can get it out if
No,
you
I
want.
can
It does
cast.
look
I can
cool.
cast.
She can get all
Fog back
5 of
enough.
them.
Should,
Can't
yeah,
she?
if she put it like right here, she could get all 5 by 5.
My spell does say that it goes around corners. It.
Dude, that
That
circle's
thing's
way
huge.
big enough to get all 5 of those guys.
The fire spreads around corners. It ignites flame.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah, I would say we hit all.
Yeah, but I'd move it back so we don't get hit by it, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That would still hit Guano. Yeah, because you got to think about it. It also goes up and down.
Do you want me to just do the 4 then?
Yeah, don't
It's
hit,
up to you.
definitely don't hit Guano.
I have to.
Guano's,
I would
like,
have
rough.
to hit Guano. There's no way around it.
Move.
Can't
If you
see
wanted
it.
all 5 of these guys, you would get Guano too.
Well, move it forward 5 more.
If you moved it over here, you
That's
wouldn't
what we'll
get
do.
Guano.
That's what we'll do.
You would get these 4, but you wouldn't get the guy black.
No, that's fine. The
I'll
4.
light his ass up with all 3 of my shots.
No, that's fine.
There's no way to go.
I'll still go on after his ass too.
Before I
Yeah,
do
that ain't
that,
gonna work. You're right.
before I do that, I need to cast Hex on the dude in the blue, the wide one on the end. Yep, sure, him.
Mini black is Hex.
Alright, so he's Hex, so I can hit him
Get
with
him.
an extra 6 if I can. Alright, guys.
Right, and they make
Dude,
a
that spider climb
Dex
was
save
Dex.
amazing.
Yep.
their Dex
I
is
can't believe you
+1.
guys hooked
Yep.
me with that right before.
So-
Each one has to make a Dex saving throw.
Alright, so you roll damage first.
Do I need to hit with this? Do I need to roll to hit?
No.
It's a
I'm
Dex
pretty
saving
sure
throw,
it
pretty sure.
just hits.
Oh yeah, because it's a saving
It's
throw.
like an AoE.
There's so many. 2, 4,
Do you want
6,
do you
8.
want my thing? You want
Yeah,
You
why
want to do it?
Alright, my little gnomish
I'll share
self
it. I don't care.
is trembling with rage.
Her friend the crab has been.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at all that
sexy.
Pretty awesome.
There's a
Sexy time.
15, and 6 is 21, and 7 is 28. 28 total.
Alright,
Nice.
so we're gonna
Very
start
nice.
with the
Yeah.
white-based
Yeah.
cultist.
Oh, what's up?
There we go.
Nice
Yo.
shot.
Let's
White.
see the Dex saving
You get my
throw.
second win now.
White-based
man.
cultist rolls a Dex is +1. He rolls a 7. So he takes how much?
28.
28. Oh my god.
Now which one is that? The robed one on the end?
The white-based, yeah, the one
Yeah.
at the very end. I'm
The
moving
rope.
this way away from me. I'm moving towards me.
Okay,
Okay.
So
because
we're
the
gonna
last
go
guy
with
is going to get an extra
bald
1d6.
white
Alright.
base. He has the same thing. That is an 18.
It's,
So
I think 13
succeeds.
is...
He takes half, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
takes half damage, so
So that's
14.
14.
14.
Yep. Yeah, the Dex
Should
is
be like
14 on this.
Yes,
saving throw.
14.
Okay.
Mine's 14.
What's your spellcasting ability?
Hers is
Charisma, right?
Yeah,
Or is
So
it
you got
Warlock's
like what,
charisma,
16 or
right?
17 charisma?
I think it is charisma. I have a 17 charisma.
Cool.
So he takes
Okay.
14.
Yeah, so that's plus 3. So
Okay.
8 plus 6, yeah.
So the third one in?
The third one in is now
Efficiency
gonna
is
roll.
3.
He's
Okay.
plus 1. That's 11.
Nope.
So he's 12, so he misses it.
That is mace, white. So he misses it. So it's how much?
28.
28. Okay. And then
I was gonna do something else. I was gonna do something with them, but
white
I don't think
spear
there's a need to now.
That's the dude that's hexed.
No,
is
the
a
last
14.
So is that plus 1?
So it's 14 total.
I'm at 14.
So he succeeds.
Is that okay?
So he takes
Means it
14.
14 damage, yeah.
He's next.
And he's,
Well, no,
and
the
he's
last
hexed.
guy. Oh. I
Yeah,
thought
that was
you
the
were.
fourth
last
guy.
Oh, you are on the last one. Okay, he
And
takes an
what's
extra
the-
1d6.
Yeah, what's the hex damage?
Might as well just use one of these better ones.
Like him.
Extra 2.
Nice.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
Movement, bonus action?
I'm just gonna hang out right there. My bonus action was hex at the beginning.
Okay. So, just to recap, guy in black has a bolt in him.
Yes.
Pretty hard, but that's what he's doing. The white base cultist is bloody, really bloody. He's looking really bad. Black base cultist looks fine. The black base spear guy is looking alright. The white mace, which is the guy,
Second one.
the second one from me. Yeah, no, one over. That guy.
Skinny looking
Yeah.
dude.
The skinny dude, yeah, I should just call him the skinny
Yeah,
dude.
the skinny dude.
Is bloody. He's looking bad.
Baldy.
Over to him, Baldy he's rough, but he's okay. And Spear, who's hexed, is rough, but he's okay. Okay. So with that, that's the end of your turn. It's the cultist's turn.
So what? There's 2 of those, right?
There's 2 of those, yes.
Gotcha.
So
Casting fire and then
um,
waiting until my next turn to do fireball. But I wasn't sure if they'd move after that.
I think
we're
it's
gonna
smart.
go with the black cultist
They're all gonna
first,
drop their melee.
Yeah.
and he is going
Just
to.
because I just fucking hit him with a fireball. So,
Make a spell attack against red.
Okay.
That is going to be a natural 20.
Dude, anybody who swung at me hasn't missed yet.
yeah.
That's rough.
I'm dead.
No.
You are going to suffer 20 points of damage.
I'm down.
Cool.
I'm down.
So, can you please lay that down? You see, he just grabs his arcane energy as his fire bolt just blasts right into you, and you see. Yeah, I would say you three, you don't see it, but you three see as he's just as he falls over. With that, the white
I feel like I die every fucking battle.
cultist is going to shoot at Neb. That is going to be a 10.
Nope.
So you see again as the fire, and you just move out of the way and just slams against the side of the rock. That is the end of the cultist turn. It is Bryson's turn.
Alright, so if I was counting this properly, I can Misty Step to here. So it'd be 5, 10, 15,
Well, they're 2
20,
each.
25, 30. With
But
Misty Step.
with Misty Step, it shouldn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's just a
Oof. Yeah.
So 30 would put me right here, 2
Okay.
spaces behind them. So I'm a bonus action Misty Step. And I'm going to take 2 swings at him for distance.
Okay.
Chop him up, chop him up.
This is on.
That hits.
Nice.
So that's 19 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And then that's going to be 8 points of damage.
So you bring the pike, and he kind of brings up. You see, he's wielding a long sword and a short sword. So he kind of deflects the blow, and you see.
Well,
it
he was just firing a crossbow at me a second ago.
Yes, he was. But I don't charge people for changing weapons.
Oh, you don't? Okay, never mind.
Wasn't it bonus action change weapon?
Okay.
If that, I mean, either way.
It doesn't matter.
I don't remember honestly. I thought we just were like whatever.
I'm gonna hit him anyways. So it's just
That's
Yeah, so you hit him.
semantics.
Yeah. So, swing again.
Yes, swinging again. Gonna see if I can do something first. I'm gonna cast. Never mind, I can't. So I'm just gonna attack again. That's 21 to hit
20 minutes.
with 14 points of 13 points of damage.
13.
And then I'm going to bonus action Butt of the Pike.
Okay.
15.
15 unfortunately.
Okay.
So with that, you hit him, and he's labored. He's like there was some pretty hard hits on him. He's not bloody or anything, but you can see he's physically like
Okay, and I'm going to move back with my movement 5 more feet.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Misty. Play Misty for me.
Cinder, you're up.
Okay. First, I want a bonus action healing word red.
I don't think you can see him.
Oh, well, you just said I saw him fall.
You would see him fall, but he
Oh.
is.
Okay. Can I try to climb up then? So I can then, climb up this way? So then maybe I could see him over
Oh,
the...
up on the other wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you want to move?
Like here.
Like, can I just move up, like, one ledge?
One tier up.
To be able
So
to
we're
heal
on
him?
5, 10, 15.
Could she see me
Would I
from
be
there?
able to see him from there?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I'm going to healing word red. That's 7.
7 points of damage,
Brings him up.
or 7 points of healing.
And
And
with
then-
that,
He does have healing pods.
You are back up.
Yeah. And then I'm going to call lightning down on these guys over here.
Is that 2 actions?
That's a
Healing word's a
bonus
bonus
action,
action.
and this is
Okay,
a regular
sure.
action. And
Excuse me.
it's within like 5 feet out from a point, so would I just hit the one in the middle, and then it would hit the 3 of them? Or, because I don't think there's a way for me to hit all 4.
There's not a way for you to.
Yeah, so can I hit like the second one from here, and then hit,
The
it should hit the
cultist,
2
the
next
baldy,
to
and
him.
the skinny guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
sure.
good mix.
That's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah, because
And then
the skinny guy and
they
the
need
rough
to
guy
make-
are low, like super low.
A dexterity save of 14.
Okay, so clear base cultist. They all have +1.
Well, 2 of them
Clear
are
base
pretty low.
cultist. He is not looking very good. He
baldy.
rolls a
Ow.
16.
I offer to donate. Anybody that wants to
He
use
rolled
it.
He passes.
He passes.
Anybody
Baldy.
you want to use it?
No, I
Light
don't have it.
base. Rolls a 14.
He passes.
Oh wow. Okay. And then
Yeah, we don't have high
Mace.
spell DCs yet.
Yeah.
You know?
rolls a 15.
Okay, they all pass.
They all pass.
But they still take half damage,
Right.
so.
Big money, no wins.
Oh, this is shit.
Oh, this is shit.
Oh, this is shit.
7. That's not
Ouch.
even half.
What? Wait, 5, 2, 1.
5, 1, and 1.
5-1.
Wait, that's a 1? That looks like a 2.
That's a 1.
They're ones. They take 3.
3 points of damage.
Oh my god.
You might kill him.
One of them was
The
bloody.
other cultist, he's really bloody, but he's still up.
Oh, damn.
That was so bad.
That was horrible. It
That's
really
alright.
was. They all passed, and then you rolled a 7. That's so bad.
So, the white mace guy, the skinny guy, he's looking pretty bad. But they're all still up. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
How many did you get in that? 3 of them? 4 of them?
3.
3 of them?
At the end of your turn? Alright. With that, brings us back to the top of the round.
20, 25.
He's gonna
Running for
load
Bryson.
on
That
net.
hurts. It hurts.
First attack is going to be with the long sword. That's going to be 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Second attack is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And then he's going to bring the short sword around for another 24.
Question.
Yes.
Hez Carl's not with us in this fight?
He is now.
Okay.
He is with you in spirit. There would be other pieces on this board if he was there.
Oh, I got you.
So all 3 hit. So
He
Neb
stayed with the
suffers a total
Stay with the
of.
wagon. The wagon.
He's watching the back
that we
end.
flipped over.
Telling the horror stories to
He
Blessing.
was so
the horror
mad that
stories
you
to
guys
Blessing.
couldn't learn his fucking card game. He was pissed at y'all.
Well, that was my card game. I was showing
So
them.
you
Oh, that's
He,
suffer
he was,
6
war
points
he
of
was telling
damage,
the war stories.
Oh, okay. I got
and
that.
then you suffer 11 points of damage,
Oh.
and then you
Wait,
suffer 8
26?
points of damage.
Wait,
6, 11, and 8.
I think it's 26.
17,
Well, when he adds it all up, I think it's 26.
6,
25.
11, and 8.
Is it 25?
Yeah, 25 points of damage total.
Okay.
As you see, he brings down this long sword. He's just like, crash, crash, and he brings the short sword around and just right across.
That's rough.
You still up?
Not by much. I have 11 points.
That is
You're
the
up.
end of his turn. Neb, you are up.
You have more HP than I do.
I'm gonna do spike growth on all 4 of these assholes right now.
Okay.
Okay. I want to kill something before I die.
Spike growth is what level is it?
It's 2nd level.
Okay. And did you already cast that?
No.
No, you did Hail of Thorns.
Hail of Thorns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get him.
Round in a 20
Get
foot
him,
radius
Neb.
centered on a point within range. Twist the spikes. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. Whenever a creature moves into it or starts. Yeah.
It should be.
Thanks for the heal.
Actually, this might not
Really
be the
Yeah.
best idea.
I rolled a 1 on that too.
Really?
It was a 1 plus 6.
Honestly, you know what? This isn't that great. I might hold off
That's
on
alright. I'm up.
Okay.
Well, don't they
I'm
just
pretty
take
sure I
damage
go
just
before.
for standing
I
there?
get to go before
Yeah, but
those
not
2
very
guys.
That
much.
just hurt emotionally
I mean,
so
20
bad.
I know.
It's
for
2
5 foot
ones.
travels or 2d4 if it stays in there. So.
I don't know.
I still,
You think it's a good idea?
because they gotta move. If it's 20 feet,
Uh-huh.
that means they gotta go
Well, they're just chucking spears
10.
down.
Where'd you get those pickles
5,
at?
10.
The little baby pickles there on the burger.
Is there no damage involved?
There's damage, it's just not great.
I can go with
But most of those guys are close to death.
I know you told me.
Okay, let's
that.
do it.
You
Let's
told
do
me
it.
it's
It's up to you. It's up to you.
I still have an attack afterwards, so.
Those
Yeah,
little
do it.
baby
I assume you're gonna
pickles.
cast it this way,
Yeah.
so that because otherwise you'd
I'm
hit.
gonna get
Yeah, I'm
a
gonna start
picture
like
of
that.
it. I'm gonna go buy
2d4, can I borrow another?
Dude, he said
Some of what,
he said
Morgan?
2 of them were like really bloody. You might kill 2 of those guys, dude.
So.
Oh,
Which would be awesome.
Yeah, I just
okay.
Rotate.
Yeah, we don't want this don't taste as good.
That's kind of plus natural.
Dude.
That's what they do.
Olive.
You want these?
I like the.
I'll take that. That's gonna be 5 damage
Pickles
each
not
one.
Lawson, but the
5 damage on each one. Okay, we're gonna start at the front closest to you.
Okay.
This is gonna be the white cultist. 5 points of
I always
damage.
get the taste nice ones, but they're always like 3 times big.
This is
Yeah.
spike growth.
Yeah.
You see as Neb is just boom, boom, takes these huge shots. He kind of like falls back onto the side of the wall, and you see him pull out, and he's just when he arcs this arrow up or just bolt up, and just goes boom, and it slams down. You see these thorns out of the ground. They start ripping and tearing into people. This guy immediately just bleeds out and just
yes.
and he is gone. So that is clear base Baldy, right?
I bet you
Base
at least one
Baldy,
more of
he
those are
takes
gonna die,
5.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he starts to bleed. You can
Then
start
he
seeing the bleed out of him.
Huh?
But he's still up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Skinny guy.
He should be gone.
You see again, he's kind of like falling over in it. He's like gets back up, but he is really bloody. You can just see blood coming down from him. And then Spear is the same way. You can see they're just bleeding. They're like, as blood is just coming out of them. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna do my second attack on Skinny. Just pot shot.
Sure. Skinny.
No. No good.
Okay, so as you can see, you got rocked to that last hit, so you're just and it just veers off.
Alright, I'm gonna move 1 up right on this motherfucker right here.
Okay.
Should have just attacked with him, honestly. Yeah, he's up on that guy.
That's alright.
I'm done.
You were going for the kill, dude.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's the end of your turn. Red, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna,
I wouldn't move.
if I, to take a potion, is that an action? And you can't use a bonus action for it?
No, you can use a bonus action after you've done it, but taking a potion is an action.
What's, dude right next to me, what's he looking like?
That
Baldy?
is Baldy
I don't think he's taken much damage at all, has he?
Black. Yeah, he's. I mean,
I
he's
think he's hardy.
a little rough, but he's. I mean, he's looking clocky pretty hard.
Alright. Well, let's kick some ass. Alright, I'm gonna try and fuck him up.
Okay.
Fuck, man. 12.
Fortunately, 12 misses.
Alright, try again. That's gonna be 16.
16 hits.
Nice.
Alright, that's 7.
7 points of damage. Okay.
And then fuck, man, 14.
14 unfortunately misses.
Damn it,
I
dude.
think
We're all
number's
rolling.
15.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna make a difference. Fuck, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Fuck it.
So you bring crack across him. He takes it and he kind of takes it, turns and looks at you. That's the end of their turn, or your turn. So it is their turn. These are these guys, and so I am going to start with him. He's going to swing at red. That is going to be a
27.
20, not a natural, but a 20. 20 to hit.
Yep.
Touched it in the dishwasher.
You suffer 4 points of damage
Correct.
as he brings the scimitar around, just slices.
I need to get like some liquid binding or something.
Then we're going to go switch over to this side.
Chris was making us grapes.
And he's
How
just
like
had enough
I was
of
in the
this.
table eating a grape. Guess
So
the
he's
one
gonna
with
go-
all their buns, his
Every time he moves, he gets damage now.
finger off or something.
Just like
he
Ruth.
was yelling.
Okay, well, that's what he's gonna do.
He
What's
doesn't
the
know.
damage? Yeah.
2d4 for every 5 feet.
2d4?
Yep.
Okay. So it would only be him getting out of it. But go ahead.
6.
6. So as you see he's just rage filled and he's like, "Argh," and he starts to move towards Cinder and he's just ripping himself on the thorns and just
Dodge out of the
and
way.
goes out. So that was
Okay.
white
How does
face
that work?
Baldy, right? What?
White face
Yeah, White Baldy.
I love his names.
Oh wait, no, not him. Sorry. He takes how much?
6.
6. Okay, he's still
All
out.
these rolls since
Aw.
then are so good.
One baseball, he takes 6. So with that, he's gonna move in here, and he is going to swing at Cinderella.
Oh no.
Does
God, I'm getting
how far does that spike growth go?
fucked
It was
with.
cast in the back, so
Yeah.
that it didn't hit her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is white-based Baldy.
White face Baldy.
So he's gonna swing at some 11 to hit.
Nope.
Nice.
So he comes down. You see the scimitar. He's like, as he's
I
like
love it.
ripping himself out of the thorns, he's just tripping and falling and kind of coming down, sliding down the thing, and just off base. And he swings and he misses that chain. It ends his momentum, and he's like right next to you. That is the end of his turn. This one, we're gonna get to this one, and we're just gonna use that roll. And he's gonna do the same thing and just rips out and bleeds out on his way down.
That's so good.
Spia is going to do the same thing, so go ahead and roll for him.
Okay. He gets 5 damage.
5 damage on Spear. So he's looking rough. You can see the blood is just kind of coming out.
That's for every 5 feet he moves.
outside of that range. The range is just up here, so he's out of it now. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20. He's gonna stay right here.
And he's going to throw a spear at you.
Me?
At you.
I'm gonna be dead after this, guys.
Hopefully.
That's cool.
It's going to be a 19 to hit.
I've already died once.
And you suffer 6 points of damage.
It's a big fuck. It's gonna be down to 5 points.
You and I are who we
This
want him to
spear
go good
actually
against.
is the one that finds purchase and just right into your leg. You're like, oh. That is the end of their turn. Smidge, you're up.
I gotta see what's going on here. I'm a little short.
Gotta kill the cultist.
Which one? The one up on the ledge or in
He's
the
gonna
back?
fuck me up. Go.
In the back or up top?
I think this is the cultist, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
that
only
one's
cultist left. The other one's dead.
Which, in theory, if you're following the, which you shouldn't be, but the module I completely fucked up on. He should be an acolyte, and the other one should be cultists.
This should be an acolyte.
Yeah.
Has he
But
taken any
I got
damage
the-
yet?
Well, what did you call?
I mean, you
oh,
could
you
click
called
on
the.
it.
You called the
Bruisers-
melee. You called the melee guys
Acolytes.
Oh, that's,
when they should
yeah.
be cultists,
Right.
and I just flipped the names.
That's fine.
And
Alright.
I've already done,
So
we
the
already done
acolyte,
two
the
adventures.
acolyte,
and I
the
was
dude in
like,
the
alright,
robes
let's
is the
I'm
acolyte.
switching Hex to him.
Okay.
That's my bonus action. And then
This is on cultist black base.
I'm gonna attempt to hit him with an Electric Blast. That's 16.
16 will hit.
And Electric Blast is 1d10.
Did you use your hex?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she
a
did
12.
did.
12. That's
Okay.
a
Sorry,
12 dice.
sorry.
You're good.
That's a 12.
Plus
That's a 12.
For like the cone ones.
What are you looking for?
D10.
Here.
Here, try this.
Alright.
Was that, is that your new one?
Uh huh.
6.
That's not bad.
Plus 3 is
Well,
9.
there's
9.
9 on black
There you go.
base cultist.
And then another 1d6.
Doesn't Eldritch Blast at your level do 2 beams too?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
That would be
yes,
your.
yes.
That would be 2d6 as well. Well, 1d6 twice, because 2 beams.
Yeah,
right?
so it's another beam, so I need to roll another attack on the second beam, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
she needs to roll an
Hits.
extra attack. Yeah.
19.
19 yes.
Nice.
And then I need that back.
Of course you do. Do it.
This motherfucker.
That's 5.
That's
All right.
And then I got another 1d6 on.
Is that per hit or is that just per spell? For
The hex? It's just 1 hit. It's just my bonus action. So that's 3.
3?
Yep.
Okay. He's looking rough, but he's not bloody. He's still up.
So that
Takes the
angers him
blast.
enough to.
He could. He'll probably still go for me.
That's
Not
the end
that
of
I
your turn?
won't take much damage. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm actually going to step to the left, so that I'm up against the
Yeah.
wall.
Up under the good
This
job.
way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll be able to see me or
Oh, he
not,
can't
but
fucking see you now.
We're not going to count that, just because these guys would technically have had the cover up top, and I forgot to do that. So we're just not going to do that.
all
We
right.
would've had
Well,
+5
I'm gonna hang
to
out there
AC,
anyway.
And I forgot to do that 'cause I'm terrible. Yeah.
They would have had cover from where she was at originally.
Yeah. So the way that the way that it's supposed to scale, it's +5 to their AC when they're on top. When they come down, no. But when they're on top, it's +5 to their AC.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of Smidge's turn. It is the cultist's turn.
You mean the acolyte?
No. Don't do that. This is already hard enough as it is. And so off in the distance, you see 3 red dragons.
One young one.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
So
That should be our crest.
It does say
If we
every
make a
time.
crest, it should be the 3 red dragon.
yeah, he's gonna
That
bust
should be our
red.
crest.
oh yeah. Whenever you hit it with an attack, so it should get it another time. Can I go back and do that?
What?
I read Hex wrong. Hex is extra 1d6 every time I hit it with an attack.
Okay.
Can I
So
hit
she
it
could
one
have
more
run.
time?
Yeah, I haven't technically gone yet.
Alright, so one more. On
If
the,
I'd have gone, I'd have been like, nope, next round.
another 3 points.
On the black cultist.
Uh-huh.
Black base cultist. Okay.
Thank you. I need
At
to
this
remember
point in time, you do see him start to bleed. He's like,
Bloody nose.
you can see he's feeling it. But it is his turn. That won't hit that guy. So yeah, you see. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that is what I want to do. So he pulls his hands together, and you see flames shoot out in front of him into a cone. Wait, did you make a dex saving throw?
Who, me?
Yes, you did.
Who, me? Yes, you.
Oh no. Come on, red. Get it! Get it!
Good. You suffer 6 points of damage.
I'm still dead.
Damn.
Didn't matter. Waste of a natural 20. Alright, dead again, y'all.
You see flames shoot out of the cultist's hand.
Wouldn't it shoot that hit that guy's head?
No, he's just out of range.
Probably like a 10-yard cone or something.
It was 15. 5, 10.
He would be in range. I was 10. Where I was at.
Not from this guy. So that's 1. 1, 2. Well, okay, I'll say 3.
Right?
Sure.
Because there were 2 guys in between here.
What'd
they
you
were all
take?
pretty tight.
I took 6.
6. And it's a dex save. There's his +1. He rolled a 17. So he saves. So
He takes 6 as well.
That is black.
Hey, I want to see how many times I can die in one battle.
Just
So
you
somebody
fall
raise
and
me
somebody
again,
yells at
and
you.
then raise
Takes
me
it.
die again.
That is the end of the cultist turn. So Bryson, you're up.
Okay. So movement on the flat, is that still difficult to
No, it's just 5.
Okay.
To get to the end.
So 5, 10, 15, 25?
Yes.
And then would that be 10 between me and him?
No.
Well,
It would be
That
10.
would be 10.
Yeah, down.
Down would be 10.
well, I mean, the distance between me and him. Because
Right.
moving 10 would be, or moving this would be double movement.
So if you want to hit this guy, you got to come down here.
Move over. Go at an angle.
Could I move here and then hit him?
No. Because you're
Okay.
still looking at 5, 10. This is 10.
Okay, I see.
This row is 10.
No problem.
Can't move there?
Well, because
From there to here?
Since I moved back, that gives me the -5 movement from last time. I should have just stayed still. I thought he was gonna come at me, but he didn't.
That was on your last. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
So how much more
That's where I
movement
was
do you
at.
have? 5?
I have 5 more movement.
Oh, you only have 5 more. Oh, that
I'm
sucks.
pretty sure. So I couldn't make it down. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, probably.
So what I'm actually going to do is cast Hold Person on him. Which is 1 action, Wisdom save of 14.
Wisdom save of 14. On this dude. He has no modifier. He rolls an 18.
An 18?
19.
Damn. That's my action. Sorry, I'm looking to see what I can do with my bonus action. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Battle with Enmity on him.
Where do we get that one? What is Battle of Enmity?
I get advantage in attack rolls for 10 rounds until it drops to 0 or falls unconscious.
If he has Battle of Enmity, is silver.
And I'm still gonna move 5 feet this way.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Cinder, you're up.
If I had to
Okay.
move back 5 feet, he would have been
Can I
smashed.
cast it? Call lightning right here and hit both of them.
Mm-hmm.
5
Don't see
feet
why not.
from it.
Yeah. It's together.
Yeah, push those together. I mean, so I'm gonna leave him here on your base. 1, 2. I would say no. What do you think?
Okay, and that's a no.
Because he swung at you,
Okay.
so he's right next to you. So that would appear to me as 10 feet.
Okay. So now I'm just gonna hit this person, and I want to hit him over here, so I'm not hitting.
Okay.
And he has to make a dex save throw 14.
They have a +1. Oh, this is black-faced cultist. White-faced cultist has been killed, right? Yeah. Let me get that so I can see it. 17.
So that's 15.
So
half.
7. 7, right?
Yeah.
On black.
Yeah.
So you see the lightning He kind of dodges out of the way, but you can see he kind of catches his cloak. He's still up, looking real bad though. You can see he's starting to bleed from his ears from the pressure of the lightning go off.
Can I see red from here?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, now I'm gonna healing word him again. I got one again.
I'm gonna die like
7.
4 times in this battle. It's gonna be so cool.
Red's like this.
With 7.
Hey, where are we at? Are they dead yet?
You're a 7.
That's amazing.
That's it.
They need to go a little closer.
You and Smith.
I'm going for the record, man.
Up on the.
We're gonna do it 10 times this battle.
Technically only 15 feet in between.
I'm going for the record.
Going for gold.
Alright, so is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Of my
That brings us to the top of the round. The Black Claw is up, and he is going to swing at Neb.
Neb's going down.
Probably, we'll see. So first attack is going to be a 12.
No.
Miss. Alright.
Sweet.
Second attack is a natural 20.
No
Yeah,
good.
you're screwed.
So we're gonna see because he's gonna. He
Unless
knows
he
that you're
rolls a
bloody.
two.
Too bad.
Or a one.
So he's gonna see if this will drop you. You take 16, 19
I'm done.
points of damage. Neb goes over.
Cinder sees it. Smidge sees it.
Oh my god.
Bryson, you see it?
Okay.
So many healing words.
And then he's gonna turn and just crack the crowd right now.
Fucking cocksucker.
That's gonna be a 20, not a natural.
No, they're all dead.
Alright, so you see that with that, he just
Brings Neb out of the way.
How much fucking points?
It's 5.
5? No, he's not dead. He's got 9 points left. Fuck
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
he
Huge,
cracks his
sweaty,
slab.
fucking scrote.
And Guana's looking real rough. That's the end of their turn. Now I need to give me a death saving throw.
Why you do attacking my fucking crab twice?
Not yet. You have to make a death saving throw.
5.
So it's 1 failure.
Okay. Can I attack my fucking crab now twice?
Yes.
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit here. Never mind.
Alright, so piss. 2 snaps. Misses. Red, you're up.
This is gonna be the last one.
I'm up?
Yep.
Did the cultist move over?
No.
He's not closer to me.
Yeah,
is he?
he's not closer to you.
He's still standing in the same corner spot.
Yeah, he should be like
Right there. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay.
You should be like right there. So if you move out of this guy's range, he's gonna swing at you.
Right, that's what I was trying to get at. I didn't know if I could swing at both of them. All right, let's party. That's gonna be 25.
On which one?
The guy I'm standing next to.
So that's black base acolyte. That'll hit.
7.
7. Okay.
Ooh. 26
26 will hit it.
plus, so 7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Wait. So how many was the first?
The first one was 7 damage.
And the next one's 11.
This one's 11 damage.
Okay. He's still up, but he is like totally hazed.
Damn, sweet. It's 26 again.
That'll do it.
So, 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah. With that, he just tumbles down.
All right, I'm gonna key point and take a step over and just roundhouse kick that fucking cultist. In
So you're
his...
2 steps away from this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So 2, so 5, 10.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roundhouse kick him in his face.
Okay.
I hope. No, I don't.
Alright, so you
Yeah. I tried.
Oh.
Nope, missed.
yeah, your turn.
Yeah, that was all my movement. Yeah, in turn. Yeah.
Okay. It is the acolyte's turn.
Be good, dude. He'll save us.
So we are gonna go with
She saved me twice.
1, 2. One's dead.
I can run over and do spare the
Mace,
dying
the skinny guy's dead.
if you want me to.
Yeah. He
What
does.
does that do?
It'll just res him to 0.
Who's that?
So he doesn't have to make death saving throws.
I mean, it's whatever.
He doesn't make death saving throws, but
Bald is gonna swing at Syndra.
Okay, I'm
if
ready.
you cast that,
Right.
he doesn't use
That's
death
going
saving
to
throws.
be
Yes,
a
exactly.
22.
Right.
He
But
just failed one.
right, but if he gets hit, that's 2 failed saves.
You suffer 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
use it on him?
I can.
I'm just saying, you can.
But then I
You've
don't
been
have
healing
them-
me every damn time,
Yeah.
which is what
Okay,
has.
then she can
It's up to
heal.
you.
Yeah, but I can't
Why is our other fucking
with,
tank just disappeared, by the way?
as an
What?
animal
Never mind.
and do the fall.
Dude, you've been rolling well all
I
night.
know, come on, you're good.
You've been rolling
Fucking
well
go.
all
Shut
night.
the fuck up and go.
As he enters my reach, I'll take a
Sure.
reaction swing.
Ugh. Boom.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
17 to hit. It's plus 8. Yeah, 17 to hit.
Okay.
And that's gonna be 14 points of damage.
Oh, that's just enough.
Yes.
So as he moves in, you just
Can you move? You can move then.
I'm
too.
gonna rip your mother when I
bonus
get
action
find her,
too,
you
right?
fucking cocksucker.
that is
That's for you,
the
Dan.
end of
Thank
his turn. Smidge, you are up.
Was that a reaction?
Yes.
That's pretty cool, that's
nice.
pretty sick.
Nice.
I didn't think you were gonna pop that hard.
It happens sometimes. I think I've been using my die, like my to hit wrong. I've been having like 6 and not 8.
Can you
So
move
I might
Hex
hit.
down onto dude that is like laying on the ground, or that's laying
So,
standing next to Neb?
When we make the funeral pyre of all these assholes, we'll throw all the stupid cloaks on it too.
Use that to catch it all on fire. I'm going to, he's hexed, and now I'm gonna hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
2 beams.
Okay.
So, first one is,
Nice.
14,
Plus.
20,
20 hits.
Yep.
and then,
Nice.
second one is 19.
19 hits.
Nice.
So I need a 10 die. 2.
You need 2 of them.
I,
Take
You
them
gave
all.
her one?
I got 2.
Mine-
You got
Pretty
2? You're
girly
good?
ones.
You want those girly ones?
I got the
Alright,
girly
cool.
ones, and then he's gonna get hit
That
with
is
2
green
hexes.
and smoky color.
So that's
7 and
11.
4. Nice.
Sorry. That was 11. Oh, you have to make. Oh, never mind. 11 and. Ooh, 11.
ooh.
22.
Damn! That was
Yeah, that was
beast.
for you, man.
Thank you.
No problem. That's a good hit.
That was a
he
really good
You
hit.
see the
Keep
Eldritch
using those
Blast.
dice.
Yeah. Take
And I'll just stop
You see
using
the bane,
them.
and he's as he takes him, he's bleeding, but he's still up.
He's rough.
I don't have any other. Oh, I still have movement.
You don't have a bonus action?
Bonus action is hex.
Oh, that's the hex. You,
Yeah.
Oh, you moved the hex.
I moved it from
gotcha,
dude
gotcha,
up top.
Gotcha,
Yep,
gotcha,
yep.
gotcha.
That's it. I was gonna move up, but I'll just do
Nah,
it.
you good. Stay back at it.
Well, I've got some
Way.
cool touch spells that do damage. But I'll
End
just
of your
do
turn,
Eldritch Blast. That's a good one.
It is really
It
good.
is the cultist turn.
The hex is cool.
The
So
double
this
beam
one is
good.
going to do the.
Yeah, I have one called Poison Spray.
I already
It's
did that,
2d12.
So he's just gonna do.
Oh yeah, poison spray is great.
Yeah.
So the cultist is gonna reach out, and you see, and he's gonna try to touch you.
Say no, bitch.
It's gonna be a 17.
There before me.
And Poison Spray is also
Alright.
a,
So with that, you suffer
yeah, okay.
9 points of damage
Dead again. Third time.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
whose turn?
as the cultist, who is after Smidge.
Okay.
Probably save something.
You're next.
You know what?
With that,
Going
you
for
see
the fucking
he
record
grabs
here.
a hold of Red, and you see electricity just surge through him and into Red. And Red's like, "Ah!"
Red falls over. I need some more goddamn hit points, man. This is ridiculous.
Oh, the fan's
With that, that's the end of
And
the
then roll lower than a
cultist turn.
17 to make it
Right
nice and
now,
all night.
Cinder, you're next.
So I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Sure.
So I'm 10 feet away.
Yep.
Take a smack at him.
I thought you said it was Cinder's turn.
You just,
No,
I'm
it's
next
like
after
she's
him.
Oh.
Come back. Like a waste of a heal spell.
This is at advantage.
Wait, did you get the hitting?
Take him out.
I didn't get.
22 to hit.
Oh no, you know
22
what?
hits.
I think I killed that.
And that's
that
13 points of
accolade on
damage.
the top there.
Okay.
That should-
400 hit points.
No, they're just taking them out.
You bring the pike down. He's like, oh! He takes. He starts bleeding out of the side.
Okay.
Still up.
Second attack. Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
That's probably.
If he's
Okay,
bleeding,
four
I'm
more-
not gonna
four
really
more
sweat
moves
him,
to
but
go.
we're gonna do, so that's 10 plus the 15.
15.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
So with that, you bring the pike in, and he's just. You son of a. And he is out.
Bonus action. I don't have anything that can help right now.
Can you? Well, you've already done an action.
Yeah.
Can you stabilize someone as a bonus action, or is that an
I
action?
think doing like a medicine check would be like an action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making my way to that anyway. 5, 10.
Guano gets the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
With the end of your turn.
That's fine. That's right.
Alright, Cinder, you're up.
I'm gonna call lightning again on this guy right in front of me.
You
I'm
son of a bitch.
gonna do it a little behind him so it doesn't hit me. Dex 14 save.
Die.
Natural 1.
Nice.
Yay!
How does he look before he gets struck by lightning?
Nice.
10 damage. Did he die?
10 damage.
10 damage? Actually, he's still up.
Fucking
So you
God.
see the like, and you can see the just
Do you have any
starry
bonus
eyes.
action
He's
spells that
bleeding
can
out of
kill him?
his. He's bleeding out of his ears, running out of his nose.
No, Chris. I
Oh, darn.
don't. No. Okay.
Oh
So,
wait, can't you?
no. All my stuff that does damage is a actual action. I'm gonna healing word Neb.
No, thank you.
And yeah, that's a smart move because Neb goes
He gets
at the top of
10.
the order, and he can shoot that the
10.
You can
dude
pull
next
a
to you,
smidge and
or
roll a natural 1 and die.
Alright, so you take 10 hit points back.
So, yeah.
All right, thank you. So
Neb's
I
up.
was gonna
You.
That's all right.
You
He
hear
goes
you hear
next.
I haven't
Cinder's
even
voice
made
in the back of your head.
I haven't made a
So
save.
he wouldn't
throw
be
yet,
a saving
so I'll be
throw.
alright.
It kind of just frees
Yeah,
you.
smart.
And he would
And you're like
have,
laying on the ground. You're
he
Yeah,
would have-
just looking
Yeah,
up
I
at
know.
We're all
this
good.
chasm.
We're good.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Brings us to the top of the round. You're up.
Kill
Yes.
it. Kill
All right,
this
first
dude.
attack on this fucking
Yup.
bastard.
You gotta stand up, so it's gonna be half your movement.
Have my movement.
Just stand up.
But you
I'm
can
gonna
see, you can
take
see
like
it
a long
perfectly.
rest after this because
All right, so attack for him first.
Okay, hold on. This is on black. It was cultist.
White beast.
Yeah, white ball. Sorry. White balls. Good.
Plus, that's gonna be a 21.
21 hits.
All right, this is gonna be 10
Now he's dead.
plus 3. That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. With that, you see, as he brings up the scimitar down to bring it down on you, you cast the healing word, and you can see Neb kind of sit up, and and you see he takes you and
Who's that? Oh, fuck him! Wow.
and he shoots and goes right through his ribs, and he's like,
Nice.
falls over.
Second attack. That bastard right there. That's gonna be 18 plus 7 to hit, so that's gonna be 25
Nice.
to hit.
25. We'll definitely
Killer.
roll this.
This is my vengeance.
That's how we roll, man.
That's gonna be a 4 fucking points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay. He's really starry-eyed.
Ugh. That is rough.
So you see, and he's just bleeding. He's like, you hear that? He's trying to pull in the oxygen, but the bolt is too far into the ribs.
I fucking hate that guy. He's killed me twice.
I'm gonna run up on him right here just so the same charge out.
Sure.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna start
Again, they would have all been glued and painted, but I just didn't have enough. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, slacker.
That's turn.
Slacker
They're
ass
all
DM.
good.
Jesus.
Smidge is up.
She went to go get a sweatshirt.
Okay. I mean, he only has 1 hit point.
She would Eldritch Blast, I think.
Right. So let's roll it. That's not a spell slot for her, right?
No,
It's a
it's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Then let's roll that for it.
Oh, that was bad. I'm I'm gonna roll the second blast. Oh wait, you're here, Leah. You roll it.
The first one's bad.
The first Eldritch Blast missed.
Okay. Who am I attacking?
The only cultist that's left.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And that's the first one, so.
That'll do it.
That's 20.
Ah, damn. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
I need a 10.
'Cause I was
Not
gonna
that
knock you. I was
bad.
gonna take him down again.
Oh,
I was gonna try to anyway.
hold on, because I wasn't here. He's gonna get hexed before I do any of this.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Sure.
So.
He only has 1 hit point.
Okay.
but, yeah.
Oh, he only has one?
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
He gets 8.
How do you want to do it?
I'm going to crouch down. I don't know. I'm gonna just throw a blast at him.
Blow his,
There you guys go.
blow his
He
head
just
up.
throws a
I'm
blast.
just gonna be like.
His head explodes.
You see that one?
Alright.
Like a
Takes
pumpkin.
the impact.
Like a pumpkin. Because it's hot. It's almost hot as Halloween.
And he falls
Pumpkin.
down.
Dude, what are these?
Yep. Okay.
Something that
It really just
I'm
tastes like
hating
regular
you for right
cupcakes.
now.
So with that, we are out of combat.
Regular vanilla cupcakes.
Okay.
What do we do?
Someone heal Red.
Hopefully
heal
not
red.
dying.
I'll cure wounds on red when I get up to him.
Okay. We'll say for the sake of this guy, you're the closest, so you won't have to make a death saving throw. So you get up and go ahead and mark off your spell slot, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal myself.
You rolling for it?
Cool.
Poke me.
I was hoping this would be a
1d8 plus my
This is
spellcasting
my really
modifier,
good
which
one.
is 3.
Oh yeah.
Warlock died, but I don't think I did that at all.
I'm gonna heal myself.
That's a
with
good
10
job,
hit
guys.
points
That was a good job.
for
Oh,
lamp
nice.
hands.
Chris,
Sure, yeah, please.
9
Mark,
points.
mark off your spots.
Oh,
pop
we
your
are?
potions. Do
Okay.
whatever you're doing.
9
Heal
points.
up. Let me know.
Never mind.
9?
Spike with.
So I'm at 9. Okay.
Okay. I'm at. I think it's 3. Shit, no.
That was a very good job, guys.
Thank you. That was rough there for a minute.
Honestly, man, like, hit me with that spider climb, like, right before the battle started was pretty key. Because before I died, I did waste 2 guys.
Did you see I moved your plant?
Yeah, if we would
I
have.
saw you had the thing.
If Hez would have been
I
here,
didn't
there
know
would have been 3 more
Chris-
It
guys.
actually got taller. It's like grown up quite a bit. So I think he's happy.
I know.
So
Casey and I'm at work. Both of theirs died.
we look for treasure.
Okay.
Yeah, what a loot.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, found
18.
18.
16.
16. Rifling through the bodies, you find you find approximately 50 combined. So I don't know if you always want to split it or whatever, but you find about 52 gold.
Okay, cool.
You
Put it in
find
the company fund.
some golden dragon statues. 3.
3 golden dragon statues?
Yes, on one of the
Like,
one of the cultists.
like this big?
No, tiny ones.
Do they
Like-
look magical?
Okay.
No, you can roll.
Can I cast detect magic?
Sure.
I'll do that.
We'll
That's
roll our
smart.
arcana
Yes.
check, right?
Okay, mark it off,
Exactly.
please.
I don't know why
Yes.
you cast
So you go ahead and cast detect magic. You do not detect any magic on it.
Oh wait, I'm not casting it.
3
3.
golden
3. Yeah, they're probably
statues.
about
What of what?
7, 8 inches.
Of dragons?
Of silver dragons.
Silver dragons?
You said they were golden
You
dragons?
said they were
They're
golden.
golden structures of what look to be silver dragons.
Golden
Oh, okay.
structure of a silver dragon.
Say
Yeah.
what?
A golden dragon and a silver dragon have 2 different body types.
Okay.
Okay.
So this looks like a
So the
silver
statues are
dragon.
made of gold,
It's
They should
made
be.
of gold, yes.
but the visual is of a silver dragon.
Correct.
Okay.
You find 3 of those.
3
I
golden
did not
silver
think we were gonna do
dragons.
that.
What?
That's so confusing.
Yeah, it is.
Black eyes and red tails. Blue toes.
You gonna make me write all this down?
You got the gold. I got
They're
the
chromatic
gold.
dragons.
They're all of them.
Anything else?
You find the gold, you find those, and you find 2 goblets. Jewel encrusted goblets.
2 jewel encrusted goblets.
I'll put the gold in the bag. My bag. Well, my company
Put it in the wagon wheel.
The funds.
Okay. Because he has a bag.
Yes. I'm just marking it.
Yes, I have the bag of 4. I'll put those things in it, I guess. And figure out.
I'll just keep track of the gold is what I'm doing, really. Gotcha.
Alright. Well, gents, I say we find a place for everyone. Get out of this ravine where we can, and find a place to take a long rest.
Can I see anything from my vantage point, like where I'm at right now?
Oh, I should
You
cast
just
this tiny
currently you
hut.
you see
8 hours.
probably about.
I think that's probably what it's for.
How do I do this? I hate math. You can start to see what looks like a large opening in the plateau.
The direction we were traveling.
The way you're going, yes.
So it opens?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still the plateau, but yeah, it almost horseshoes.
But this is
Okay.
So,
spell
these.
if it's area.
So if.
So the side I'm up on and the other big
Or
side,
more
they
than
horseshoe
9
over the top of
Right.
this canyon part that was going down the middle.
Right,
9
so
creatures of
here,
medium
right?
size.
Yeah,
Small.
You
it
see
kind of
this-
funnels in.
Yeah, you see this elevated, almost plateau-ish,
So
like
it's
horseshoe
not for a
type
whole
stuff,
group of people.
and then the ravines kind of come
Do you want
down
me to recommend that?
like
Nobody
this.
else can go
So
up.
you're coming
No, it's a ritual.
up into it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
What do you guys want to do?
We can do
Short
a
rest?
Yeah, let's take a short rest.
Short rest?
So I did me a lot of good short rest.
Smidge
As
can
far
make
as
us
that
up
goes.
I can make us a little
Spell
tiny
going.
hut with a ritual.
Oh.
It's
that'd
a
be cool.
11-minute casting spell, and it's a 10-foot radius dome that only we can enter up to 9 creatures. It lasts 8 hours.
Hey.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Ah.
It's comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside, guys. It's
So
That's
it's like
awesome.
it's like
Scanlan's.
what's Scanlan's thing? The
Scanlan's
mansion.
mansion, yeah.
But
Magnificent mansion.
it's like a hut.
It's a little.
It's
It's,
like
called
a
tiny
Scanlan's
hut.
magical hut.
That's how the spell starts, and it progresses.
Oh.
If you're a bard.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what it does in a warlock. But if
Gotcha.
yeah. It's
You have that spell as a warlock?
Yeah, it's a because I have the Book of Shadows. I think you start out with 2 rituals. I was just trying to look it up to figure out how many you can actually have. So we need to figure that out
Okay.
after this game. But
So write that down for topics for
I'm going to.
lessons learned last week.
Right. We need to figure out how many I can actually have at level 5. Because it lets you just keep choosing them in D&D Beyond. You can learn any of them.
I
But
know all of the things.
I'm up to like 8, and it still
Thanks,
lets me
D&D
continue
Beyond.
to choose. And I'm
Well,
like,
I
how
mean,
many
that
can
was
I know at once?
as I was doing like some research on the cleric for Evangeline. You know, she basically has access to all, as far as I read, all the spells.
That's how a warlock is.
But she can change them. She can change them up. Which ones she has.
Swap.
Well,
Per
so
so she has access to all of them. And then she's a
Yeah,
light.
if she
she's
does
a,
not have spells known, then she has access to the book. But if she has spells known, then she has to have she can only bring a certain amount with her.
you're talking about me or her?
Anybody. If you have spells known,
Right.
that means if you have a list of 12 spells and you have 3 spells known, out of that list of 12, you can bring 3 with you.
Right.
And you can change it every day, but you can only bring 3 with you. You don't have
Right.
access to all 12.
So with
Right.
these
So
ritual
spells known
spells,
is
I think that's how they all work.
so with the ritual spells, you can learn
Have to
more
read it
than the
again.
2, but you have to have access to them, and you have to spend like 2.5 hours learning them, and you have to pay for like the materials to write into your book.
Oh,
or
is this the
something
Book
like
of
that.
Ancient Secrets?
Right.
You can add.
It's the ritual spells that I was trying to figure out with the.
So are we gonna do the hut then?
Yeah, we're gonna do the tiny hut. We're
I'm
gonna
totally down with that.
I'm down with that. That's a great idea.
Okay.
Where are you doing that?
Up where I am.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Top of the ravine?
Maybe we should scoot it in.
You think we should do it right there?
Maybe we should
I mean, nobody can come in or out. It's not. We'll be fine for 8 hours. It's just what it looks like when we wake up outside of it. But also keep in mind when we do a long rest, it's gonna be like 10 o'clock at night. So
That would be a great time to sneak into the camp.
Mhm.
Actually, 10 o'clock at night.
When they're
I
asleep.
agree.
We might be able to freaking.
Not yet.
all right, well let's just do it then.
Are we
There's
long
40
resting?
people alive, you guys. I was just thinking.
We never do that.
Yeah.
We're so stupid.
My hold person failed, otherwise I would have.
Oh, you did full person?
Yeah, and he rolled a 19.
I didn't even notice.
It was unfortunate.
The last person that Ned knocked out, he didn't kill, he knocked him out.
That's right.
Damn it.
All right, are we resting in the tiny hut?
Yeah.
Dude, I love the tiny hut. Let's do it.
It says the dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose. So I'm going to camouflage it as the same color as the ravine, so it doesn't stick out as a swamp dome.
Okay.
Okay.
So we don't wake up surrounded by like 500 cultists.
Yeah.
Because they're staring at us
I'll
through the
really
through the
craft some rocks
translucent
and
dome
stuff around
while we're
it.
sleeping.
Morning.
So I can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. Okay.
But
There you go.
nobody can see inside of it, right?
No, it's completely opaque.
It's technically like a.
It says it's opaque from the outside, any color you choose. So it's gonna be like whatever.
Yeah, I think it's like a pocket dimension.
Is it?
It's similar. To
You can kind of, so you can make the outside it look like terrain that it's sitting on top of, so it just looks like a hill,
Yeah, that's what I kind of was
right?
going
You
for.
know,
Yeah. Okay.
So you taking a long rest?
We're taking a long rest.
Yeah.
I mean, we burned a lot of stuff on that fight.
Yeah.
Steve's
Sure.
not happy about our choice.
Oh, I don't. It's up to you. It's completely up to you.
I mean, we can make it a little
I mean, the
farther,
hut
get
would
closer.
serve no purpose for a short rest.
Yeah.
No, we're
So
doing
if you're
this.
doing the hut, then yes, we're taking a long
Well,
rest.
are
Well, I
you
mean,
guys
you could always
really
just-
that
it's a-
burnt?
It's a.
Like,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
I mean, I have
I
one
used
s-
up half my key points, and I'm at 9 health.
I mean, we can
'Cause-
do some hit dice and.
And then
Keep on
continue our
trekking.
Could do
way.
hit dice and continue our
Because
way.
you still have what, one spell slot, but you get that refresh.
How
I
many
have
spells
one
you
spell
got left?
slot,
We could do a
but
short
all my
rest.
cantrips hit very hard. So
Yeah.
it doesn't. I mean, my really hard hitting spells.
How many
are
spells
gonna be
you
in my
burn,
slots, but I can hit.
I have one. Hold on. I've got 2 level 1 spells and 1 level 2 spell left.
I have 4 spells left.
I've got 3 level 1s.
So I'm halfway done.
And I've got all my healing still.
I used all my.
If
There's
y'all want
not
to do short
any-
rest instead, that's fine.
We'll,
I'll have to burn some hit dice to max out on my hit
Same.
HP, but other than that,
well, do we need the
That's up to
tiny
you
hut
guys.
for a short rest then?
Well, I mean,
We
it's
won't
a
need the hut
ritual,
for
It
it.
doesn't matter.
So we need to
It lasts for
decide.
8 hours. We can still do it.
If it's a ritual, you don't have to use a spell slot for it or
No.
anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
try
that would give us some
Yeah.
cover.
We'll use
At least
that.
then we couldn't get
Do
like.
us a little hut.
We're gonna do the tiny hut, but we're doing a short rest.
We're doing a short rest?
I mean,
I mean,
you think about
I-
it, you spend half the time preparing the hut for the short short rest.
So
Short rest is
11
like
minutes.
30 minutes, right?
our short rest is an hour.
I
Okay.
thought it was
How long?
short.
How long is
is
short
our
rest?
short rest?
I mean, do we want to wait for it to be dark
I
to
think
go?
it
and
is an
anything?
hour. I think I've given
I'm
you a
not
few
sure.
30
I think,
minutes.
I don't know
I think it'd
either.
be better if it was dark if we're trying to.
If we could creep up to the outskirts
That
and
might
kind
work
of
out.
look in.
Out here, I can take a short or a long rest.
What do you want, then?
I'd like to take a long rest. That's all I'm saying.
You're out of everything.
Not really. I mean, I'm just how my
1
spells
hour
have.
for a short rest. I
just
think I
thought-
gave you 30 minutes that one time in the keep.
Okay.
And now it's
Well,
because
my
you guys
short
were
rest
pushing,
refreshes
pushing.
my spells.
I don't get anything back on a short rest.
So.
Except for hit-
All I get
I
is
don't even
hit
know how many hit
dice.
points I get back. How many
For
hit
sure.
points do I get
I
back?
get a couple of things back.
You
but-
get
You
so
hit
you have a
dice.
hit dice, 1 per level,
You get
so
5.
you can choose however many.
You would get to
roll.
use 5d10, or as
And then
many
you add those
up
back,
to
and that's what
5d10.
you regen just sitting in.
Rangers have D10.
In a short
I
rest.
Rangers are
Yeah.
d10.
So how it
I don't know. It's up to you guys. I'd like to take a long rest and really
Yeah,
be.
barbarians
if that,
D12,
if that fight was
Paladins,
that bad,
Rangers,
what's in there
and
is gonna be
fighters
twice
are
as worse.
d10. Almost everybody else is d8, except for like a wizard.
Casters are
I think
D6,
wizards
I think.
d6. No, I think
Sorcerers and wizards, I know, are D6.
warlocks
Based on
and,
how far
and
we
clerics
traveled,
and,
how
and
much
druids,
longer
they're all
do we
d8.
feel like we
or
need to keep going?
D8.
How
I
many
think they
miles
own
have
the
we went?
d6 is a wizard.
Sorcerer.
Is sorcerer
Yeah,
d6
roll a
too?
survival check.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was looking at multi-classing for sorcerer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just
That could
going
be
really
cool.
bad.
Yeah, it would give me more.
Five.
You're a charisma. What's
you-
charisma
Charisma-based
charisma too?
spellcaster.
You're not-
Look
you're
great
not
with
exactly
you guys,
sure.
dude.
But I think I'm just going to go straight paladin.
All the way?
For some reason, you should be, but you just you can't make it out right
Should I see how much longer we have to go? Neb, you were leading us through this.
All right, what kind of check?
How long do you think it's gonna take? us to do?
It's a 9 plus what is it? What check is it?
Survival.
It's gonna be 14.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now you had a real rough day. You're not really worried about that. You're trying to just heal, and you're like, I don't know right now. You just you don't know right now.
How I feel right now.
I say we do the long rest, wait for it to be dark, and then creep up in there, because a lot of them will
agree.
be asleep. It'll
I
be dark.
agree.
We'll have color. We can cast without a trace.
Let's just do it slightly further up there, but slightly further away from right where the thing is, just so like it's
Like if we go in right now, it's gonna be
a shit show.
4 or 5 o'clock when we get there, and then what are we gonna
Maybe.
do? I don't know. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I don't know.
go in.
We'll catch them eating dinner.
Yeah.
You know what time it
Adele
is?
will be pissed if
Approximately.
we've been there.
What time is it?
I have it written down.
It was noon, and then
We flipped the card at 1.
yeah, so it's about 1:30ish, 2.
Real time too. It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
I'm
long
lying.
rest.
I do
Kind of
too.
coincides with real
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I need a long rest badly.
I think long rest. and
Sorry for
we'll
being
go to the
grouchy
camp
and
a bit
sick,
there.
everyone. I had a really long weekend.
It's cool, dude.
The weekend's not even over.
Eating
yet.
a bunch of
And,
pork and
eating
drinking a
pork
bunch
and
of
doing all
beers.
that, yeah,
that'll make you tired.
it will.
So long rest.
I believe
Long
so.
rest.
Yeah, let's do it.
I
Alright,
think
we're going
that's
to mark it off.
makes the most sense.
Mark what off?
When you, if you hit long rest on D&D Beyond, it pops all your stuff back for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
Let's
just
try
mark
that.
it refreshes everything for you.
Like all my spell slots are back. It puts all my
Yep.
hit points to max.
I don't use that.
I know.
I do it the old-fashioned way. with
Erasing with
Just
dry
erase
erase.
Didn't do shit.
Yeah, you should be able to click it and then.
Oh, you do have to press confirm.
Yeah, you gotta hit the confirm.
If you
button.
don't, it doesn't do anything.
Take long rest.
Yeah, and then confirm it.
And then it should populate everything back for you. Give you your key points back and everything.
Yeah, it says at the
Exit
bottom.
out of it now.
There it is.
Yep.
Oops, sorry.
Just click outside of that box. There.
Yay!
It just
Cool, cool.
resets it.
Everything's back.
So we did a long rest and about 8
We'll
hours.
leave it at
See, my problem is like when I try and hit like this damage
Was there any kind of
button,
watch or
this
anything
heal
set up?
button, it's not.
No, we're in the
Like-
tiny hut.
When I click
I'm
on it,
just
it's
asking.
not doing it.
Uh-uh.
Like it's driving me
Oh,
nuts.
we'll do the second watch.
Oh, okay. So you'll
Because I
rest
only need
for
4
4
hours.
hours, and then what are you gonna do? Just sit up and be awake? Or are you going
Yeah,
outside?
I guess. Is there a window in a hut? Or was it just.
Yeah, can you see out of it? What's the?
It was
Oh,
opaque
okay.
to see through. Like from the outside in, it was opaque.
Neb and I will sleep while guano massages our
Yeah.
heads because we had a bad.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, okay. This is very cool. The dome is opaque from the outside. It's transparent from the inside.
So
you
you
can
see
see
out.
out.
So I'll just sit there and look through the dome.
Sure.
And
Go
be
ahead and
scared.
give me a perception check.
Make sure we're not surrounded.
I know.
We're gonna be surrounded.
24.
24. As everybody's slumbering, you kind of come to. Do you watch first and then meditate, or do you meditate?
I want to meditate and then watch for my second hand.
All right, so sure. So you kind of come out of your meditation, look around, and something
Oh, you know,
catches your eye. What?
I'm sorry. I only need a short rest to recover everything for myself.
Right.
So I can actually do a watch too. So do you want me to watch while you rest?
You don't get your hit points back.
Yeah.
You
All
lost
of your
hit
hit points don't come back. You have to
Unless
roll.
you have to expend hits.
I'm only missing 8 points, so
It's up to you.
we can just say that they'll.
I just don't want you to be
Well,
exhausted
if we're in the hut,
afterwards.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead
then
and
you're
say
gonna get into the point you may run into fatigue.
Okay, I'll just do a long rest then.
Yeah. I mean you can, but if you guys
Okay.
depending on what you do next, you could run into a fatigue issue.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
No, I'll do the long rest.
Okay.
She's asleep and wakes up for the second watch. Go
Okay.
ahead. And
So as you
And roll to 24
Sure, roll the 24.
on a perception.
as you kind of come out of your meditation, you hear movement going through the ravine, and you look down and you can see groups of humans moving, seeming to see no notice of you guys, but you see a few of these things start to move in and move past you.
And they're not wearing robes.
They're not running around.
That's that group that was behind us, probably.
Yeah. Can I tell how many? Like, do I see like a reptilian creature, like we heard at the other group?
Yeah, you would see kobolds as well.
Okay.
Few of the big lizard drakes that are carrying spoils, moving through.
Do they seem to notice us at all?
Not at all.
We should have bombed that first group. So
They have the
Can
they
I
could
tell
have
how
had some
many it
loot
is,
from the
roughly?
town. Could we?
Sure, we'll say through the time that you're watching, you probably see about 3 groups go through, and they're roughly about 15 people deep
Each? Do they notice any of the dead bodies?
Morgan, you shouldn't have said nothing.
That is good. As a matter of fact, they do.
Excellent.
And it actually wouldn't change much.
Okay.
So it's not like please don't think she shot you guys in the foot because it wouldn't change much. But you do see they pick up the guy in black and kind of they're just kind of like kicking the other guys and they're like as they move on and eventually they just move on. They leave the body.
But you said they do pick up the leader and take him.
The leader.
The guy in black.
We should start keeping those fuckers alive.
Anybody that looks different, we need to start,
I don't think we're gonna
bludgeoning
fight 15
and not piercing
people,
and
though, or-
Things we learned this week.
magically assaulting them.
Next
15's
time
a
on
lot
things
for
we
us.
learned.
So yeah, so it's like total it's like 45
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
that have moved.
Yeah, but that.
That was not the group that we
But it
found.
I mean, the group
It
that we
was 15
first
that we
like
saw.
heard behind those boulders, that probably wasn't. That was probably just one of those groups,
Yeah.
Which is still 15.
which is still would have been 15 cats, which would have been a little difficult.
Well,
With our
Let's see.
Dragonborn playing cards in the back of the wagon,
Hiding.
not fighting. We miss you, Kevin.
So with that, we'll end the evening.
Cool.
So we're gonna say, what time do you wake up? 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Is that where we're starting?
okay.
Well, you
Well,
said
if we
3. You
finish
said
at
3
1:30.
o'clock, right? Battle was at like around 3 o'clock.
Right.
So then 8 hours.
What?
Yeah, that would be 11.
Wait, did we just say it was at 1:30?
Yeah.
Or 1:30. Yeah, 1:30.
1:30.
So we would wake up around 9:30 and get ready to leave at what, 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what my math was going. I was just a step ahead.
Math. Fucking math, dude. Alright. Well, we're alive.
Shockingly, we're alive.
Smidge's magical hut.
Tiny
That's
hut.
safe. Tiny hut.
We all got to spoon each other,
Oh, yeah, because it is quite small.
It is tiny.
right?
Everyone still kind of fits. I put you all in there
As
just
long
to
as
see.
everybody's neat.
We could fit like 3 more
Yeah,
creatures.
you could fit.
It holds. It says it holds up to 10
9. Okay.
or 9, right? 9.
We said 9.
9 creatures.
How many is there?
6.
Yeah, that would be 3 more people. That's what we said.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
10.
job,
It's
man.
a 10-foot radius dome, so that's
That I put a
that's
10-foot
20.
radius down.
Yep.
Did I just start putting people on the board?
I love how it says it's
'Cause I love
comfortable
No.
and dry
I don't
regardless
think we
of the
need
weather
anything yet,
outside.
since we.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Like,
actually
I
good.
thought y'all had it under
Huh?
control.
It's like a pocket dimension.
Like,
Right.
you know,
You're
I ran up
bringing
on the ledge
reality
because I could get up there.
and creating this
And-
environment.
You know, I knew I was going to be in trouble. But
Also, I thought in critical.
he didn't roll. You
It's
did
a
not
bonus
roll
action.
less than a 17 against me. All the attacks you rolled against me.
I rolled
All 17 and over.
I think I
Everyone.
had 1 natural 1, or maybe 2.
You
But
had
I was
the
happy
first
Against
attack
Ben
was a
it was
natural
a natural
1.
one.
The attack, any of the most of the attacks you rolled against them two, you failed. You missed.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what we want. You know, like Neb, you and I, we should be getting hit. Like we don't want them to get hit. That's the point. You know.
I was hoping they would like at least try to attack me, but you know, with the hardy
You popped out the
19
AoE, so they were like,